Well, hello there. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to Ravnica, the Broken Pact, one of many now Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica shows here on twitch.tv/D&D and twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show, exploring the Magic the Gathering world of Ravnica through the eyes of Dungeons & Dragons. I am your Guildmaster, Ruben Bressler, and these fine citizens are my players. Feel free to introduce yourselves. Usually we start down here if you want to do...
Hi, my name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I am playing Astaroth, who is a Minotaur fighter from the Boros Legion, which is why I have that there.
Oh,
and
that's why.
now he's a Wojek, which he didn't expect, and stuff like that. I've got an axe, and I hit things.
You also have a new metal tip.
Yes, I have to point
Yes.
this out. Ashlyn made a metal tip for my horn, which is just the coolest thing there is.
best ever.
So cool.
Instead of wrapping little bits of tinfoil around it.
And losing it all
when I
the time.
remembered.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's wonderful.
I am Riley Silverman, and I am playing Velma Sweet, who is a half-elf bard who is a member of the Dimir Guild, but she is infiltrating the Orzhov Guild, where she is currently at the rank of Syndic. How did that happen? We don't know. We'll find out. We know, because we saw it happen on the show.
We saw it happen on the show.
Still.
It's still
You know
good.
what? Next person, please.
You're the rank of Syndic in the Orzhov Guild.
Yeah.
And you have rank in the Dimir Guild.
Yeah, I've already been a Dimir agent
For a while, yeah.
Is it agent? Yeah, I think I'm an
I
agent.
think it's agent.
Whatever the good one is.
I have a question I don't remember if we addressed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did Jace know that you're a Dimir
Didn't come up.
agent?
Didn't come
I
up in
feel like
game.
he's got to just be able to see and know, right?
Didn't come up.
Man, we were really hoping to not bring that up on the show.
I just wanted to know.
You probably just didn't mind vacuum her yet.
Right,
Whatever
exactly.
it was to get
Or
information.
he doesn't care.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah,
I think
well,
Velma
also
assumes he knows, but is like cool about it and like
Yeah.
not bringing it up in the blubber spot.
Yeah, he's chill AF.
Yeah,
It's probably important that no one knows that.
yeah.
Right? Hey, everybody, I'm Grob Galati, and I'm playing Lucian Ladrian, an investigator, or actually an arrester now,
Yeah.
of the Azorius Senate.
More
Because I
promotions.
also got a promotion.
Everybody got promotions at the beginning of the season.
That's right. We earned them, of course.
sure did.
Jace didn't just give them to us, we earned them.
Correct.
He just gave me mine, definitely. But I was already at my rank in the Dimir, so
Yeah.
like it was like
Yeah. Side grade.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashlyn, and I'm playing a Luxodon cleric who is now an Evangel
Evangel. That's right.
of this Lesbian conclave, and her name is Tutoru.
Sorry, I didn't warn you ahead of time that that's a thing we
I
do.
almost did it.
Yeah.
But then I thought no one else would do it. It's
Right.
embarrassing.
It just happened naturally the first time.
Right.
So.
well, last week when we had our guest, Ruben
I
stopped
stopped
it and was
to
like,
make sure that Poisel would get it,
Yeah.
and then Poisel was like, "No, I got it. It's good."
Just let her
Sorry,
hang in,
that's a
I'm
bad
sorry.
that's a bad host on my part.
I-
Way to
Big
go.
move, Ruben.
At this point, I can only apologize. And we have a special guest this week.
Yes, hello. My name is Havana Mahoney, and today I am playing a character named Dáithí, and she is a centaur, a Gruul centaur of the Zerta clan. So, pretty exciting
very nice.
stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and that's gonna be fun to do. So we'll get right into the mix here. We have some very quick, brief announcements. First off, I want to thank Saving Throw Show, of course, for being the production staff and benevolent overlord Dom Zook. Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons for allowing us to tell this story and being the first to allow us to use the Guildmaster's Guide Guildmaster's Guide. I almost said the Guildmaster's Guide to everything.
That's not it.
The Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, available now at your friendly local game store. Please do support your friendly local game store. And also thank Ultra Pro for the lovely minis that we have, and Carnamajigs for the deck of minis that we have back here that I oftentimes use. Please use the hashtag #TheBrokenPactRPG to talk about us on all social media channels. That would be greatly appreciated. So without any further ado, I think that we're going to dive in to the world of Ravnica and the Broken Pact. Episode 13, Gruul Turf. Our 4 heroes, fresh off their victory over the murderous Dr. Bavlik, were recruited by Jace Beleren to become officially sanctioned protectors of the world city of Ravnica. Jace, a mysterious and aloof man, recruited the party as guardians of the Guildpact, an entity that oversees the 10 guilds of Ravnica from its office in the 1st precinct of the 10th district, a megalopolis that covers the planet Ravnica. 10 powerful political entities called guilds hold sway, and the Guildpact, an ancient magical force, holds them at bay from going to war with each other. A tenuous peace, but a peace nonetheless. The foursome, affectionately referred to as the Mended Pact by the papers, were given 5 missions to look into the affairs of 5 guild leaders. Dovin Bon, Chief Hussar of the Azorius Senate. Kaya, Pontiff Deacon of the Orzhov Syndicate. Ral Zarek, Senior Research Leader of the Izzet League, Vraska, Queen of the Golgari Swarm, and Domri Rod, the chieftain prodigy of the loose-knit collection of nomads and tribes collectively known as the Guild of the Gruul Clans. With Astaroth away for Wojek training, the rest of the party and their new Guildpact contact, Trivaz, a Vidalcan from the Izzet, gloriously played by Poisel last week, had a day or so to investigate a villain from their previous travels. A quick jaunt over to take care of some unfinished personal business involved meeting face-to-face with an Orzhov ministrant, the vampire Salias, at his place of business, the Dead Reveler Casino, where they gained some intel and some info, but allowed Salias to do some of the same. Now, whole again, the Mended Pact is setting off on their choice of Guildpact mission, to the wilds, to the untamed and reclaimed of the Gruul clans, where they hope to not only find dirt on their guild leader, Domri Rod, but also gain insight into some mysteries of their own. So, we begin on the road as we travel north. Anybody have any upkeep? Actually, I have one thing I want to do. When did you sleep last?
Oh, what time of day is it right now?
Probably early, not super early morning. I'd say like 9 or 10 a.m.
I think knowing that she had a mission to go on, she got a couple hours sleep, but I'd say at this point she's probably running like on 4 at the most.
I would say it's been, I mean, you just dealt with Salias.
Yeah.
So.
Like last night?
Like, yeah, probably
Okay.
last night. So I'm going to have you make a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
to see if you were able to sleep.
Okay.
Because that was a rough day for you.
Okay, that's going to be a 12.
12's fine.
Okay.
It's close.
Okay.
We'll raise the DC next time, I think.
Okay.
It's like it wasn't great sleep.
It wasn't great sleep.
No, that's fine.
So you're on the road. You're traveling north from your base of operations, either the Generous Stray or the Chamber of the Guildpact. I'm sure you guys have stopped at both. You're going north on the Transguild Promenade, past Augustin Station, past the subway terminal and Plaza East, and you can see Prov in the distance. Keep going north. The polished marble of the first and the second give way to the rough cobblestones and the sort of well-worn tire tracks in between the third and the fourth. You can see the Beast Haven on the right as the sun is rising over V2 Ghazi in the distance, the city tree. To the right, you can see the Center Fort and the Horizon Military Academy and the whole Sun Home Fortress of the Legion complex as you're headed north. It's a big, brutalist kind of structure headed towards your contact, which you know from your file on researching Domri Rod. You are to meet a Gruul contact that isn't an agent of the Guildpact, but sort of a friend named Dáithí,
Okay.
who you are meeting at the Gruul Guild Gate, where they will take over and take you theoretically to where you want to go. So the regular cobbles eventually become uneven rocks and gravel, and then just hard-packed dirt as you keep heading north. You haven't really been this high north on the Transguild Promenade before. You pass by Kasarna, which are the training grounds of the Celestia Ledev and the Knights. You pass by, you start heading into Rubble Belt territory. This is, you start seeing the signs of society start to break down. You see the Ivory Oaks eventually at some point, which is a big stand of trees guarded by an order of albino Loxodon priest warrior people. You can barely see the canopy and Vitu-Ghazi over your right shoulder. You see a little bit of the Samok stand up and to the left, which you know is a bit of a forested region. But the deciduous trees are stopping, and the Samok stand is pines and spruces and larches as you get... And it's getting colder now, too, because you're not in the city anymore. It's starting to drop precipitously as you're heading into the wilderness. Eventually, you come across a pair of tree trunks that you would swear were planted there, like cut down and then drilled into the ground, and they sort of come up like two huge tusks and cross over each other. And you see the symbology of Gruul insignias about either just graffiti or carved into the various areas. And in the distance, you see a centaur figure waiting by the guild gate.
All right, everybody. Now, I know this is supposed to be an ally over there, but, we know how the Gruul operate. There's pretty much as good a chance that this is some sort of trap as it is that it's just what it's supposed to be. So, just be on guard.
I think we were told that this person could be trusted, so I don't think we have that much to worry about.
Yeah, but, people in authority, they always think they know, but...
They look friendly.
I don't know. Look, I ran with some Gruul back when I was younger, and sometimes attacking you is almost just a way of saying hello. Just saying, be careful.
Dáithí, you see this band of people who certainly don't belong in this neck of the woods, but you were told to expect approaching you.
I'll give a symbol of like hail or
Sure.
throw up the peace sign.
Perfect. So you now know that this is the contact that you're here to meet.
See, they seem friendly enough.
Yeah, well, that's sort of the MO, right? Like, you seem friendly, and then, bam, you come from every side.
Okay, at this point, you're scaring me more than that person on the road is, so I don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
Well, okay, look, I'm a Wojak now. I'm supposed to, think from multiple directions, you know?
Not everyone is looking to fight you. It'll be fine. Come on.
All right, okay.
They approach, and before you is a Gruul centaur. Would you like to describe yourself?
Dáithí is very muscular. She has tattoos, Zerta clan-inspired tattoos, all up and down her arms and all over her chest, where you can see her exposed flesh. And then her main horse body is like a really deep black, very pitch black. But and so is her tail. But there's bright silver strands flowing through that, and then she has a lot of black hair on top, but a very tight ponytail on the top of that. I suppose you're the folks I've been waiting for.
Yeah, who's asking?
Dáithí is my name. I was told you'd be expecting me, or I'd be expecting you, or maybe I have the wrong group. I guess I'll keep waiting.
No, our Minotaur friend is just a little wary.
Was there a code phrase or something we were given?
No,
we were told to meet Dáithí.
Yeah, just sorry, they're giving me all these codes and ways to say things now.
Right.
Yeah, I think the code was "My name is Dáithí," and she said it, so we're
Right.
good.
All right, okay, great. Everything's in order.
Happy to have your approval. Right, so I'm meant here to be your guide or your liaison. I'm not exactly sure what your matters are here. I've got a general idea, but if I can be of any assistance, getting you anywhere, to anyone, or to anything, certainly let me know.
Well, we don't really have that much to go on. We're just kind of looking into, the clans. But, I did get a letter I've lost.
Well, we do have a name to go off of. Domri Rod?
Domri Rod, yeah.
Oh, Domri, you're wanting to speak with Domri?
Oh, maybe not speak with him immediately, but maybe learn a little bit more about him before we encounter him.
Right. Well, I don't actually know too much about Domri myself, but, I think if that's what you're looking for, I have someone in mind I could take you to.
Perfect.
Someone you trust?
Oh, definitely.
Madam.
Yeah, look,
Astaroth gives kind of like a but doesn't say anything.
I know I teased him, but that really felt like it wasn't.
My passive insight is 17.
No, I trust this person, but it's, she can be a bit of a handful, so sometimes it's hard to, is she yanking your chain, or is she, giving you the right way about it? Sometimes it takes a little bit of massaging the truth out of her, if you know what I mean. Don't actually massage her, she's made of stone, it would be very ineffective, but you know what I'm saying, right?
I wouldn't know anything about people like that.
Made of stone.
Right. Yeah, her name is Maia, and she's actually an ancient rubble hawk.
Ooh.
Right, elemental, but she's quite a sass.
Gruul gets really neat people. I mean, we all got our stuff, but rocks are cool.
You really, I just don't understand how you decide if you trust something or not.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? Look,
Pretty shallow.
I've gotten a lot of new responsibility recently, and before now, all I had to do was just grab people on the streets and shake them if they were doing bad things, and I was pretty good at that.
I would have anyone who is proficient in the nature skill to make a nature check.
Ain't no way that's me.
I am.
No, how dare you?
I was
assume.
almost like, was
I
I?
ain't got no nature.
There's no way it's me.
I think that would be you two down there.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
thought
you're
it was
allowed. You can
for
go.
me.
No, for sure.
11 plus 3, 14.
We're rolling to find out what breed of horse the guy is. Palomino.
Well,
never
it's
looked
definitely
before.
stallion. It's all black, so I only got a 7.
Okay. Tutoru, you feel a little bit of a rumble in the ground, a little bit of a tremble.
Oh, would I be alarmed by that?
I mean, as much as a tremor in the ground would alarm you, I mean, it's you've certainly felt something like this before in Celestia territory with worms and giant beasts running around.
Okay.
So feels similar to the March of the Multitudes when you sort of felt that sort of rumble.
I doubt they're coming through here, but are trembles and earthquakes typical here?
Would that just be brought on by Centaur and Minotaur?
No. So you, once it's brought to your attention, you can sort of figure it out, and you would recognize that this feels like a stampede in the middle distance.
But not of centaurs.
Not necessarily
okay.
of centaurs, no.
But is it seem abnormal to me or normal to me?
Not normal, certainly.
Right.
I would say that a stampede is worthy of alarm, or something that's making this much noise certainly puts you on edge. And now that you're paying more attention to it, you can tell that it is getting closer at this point.
Oh, okay.
So you should...
Basically, we should try and get Simba and Mufasa out of
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might want to move out of the way.
Right. You might want to find high ground or something like that.
We've been bad at that in the past. We probably should do it this time.
What's happening? Why are we moving?
I'm not exactly sure, but what it feels like to me is a stampede. So we might want to just move out to the direct path in case we get trampled to death.
Oh,
Or,
all right.
or you
I
all
like
probably
this plan.
will.
I'm going to follow this plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Lead the way?
If I know a
Yep.
route to
Make a survival check
Sure.
for me.
Everybody make notes of points of egress. I was told it's a good thing to do in a potential conflict.
Good training.
So that's a dirty 20.
Great. So that, with the dirty 20, you can certainly find higher ground. There are some boulders that you can climb on top of, and you're able to get everyone out of the way. As you do this and you see sort of getting to higher ground, you can see there is 100, maybe more, boars and feral badgers and bears and various animals that are all sort of running in a group down this dried out wash, this riverbed where this down this makeshift path, this deer path that's become a regular path that sometimes functions as a wash, and they trundle past.
Wow.
Is there a rhyme or reason for this happening here? Does this happen often?
No, this is definitely not normal. Is this something that would be normal where you come from?
No, we don't see many animals wandering around the city. At least not my part of the city.
Oh,
I mean, I have a
from
cat.
the city.
There's a cat. She runs around sometimes, but
She gets real crazy.
a little bit.
Get her that good cat nap and she just goes nuts.
You met her. Okay.
So as this parade of beasts pass you, you do see that some of these animals have riders. Just a couple, maybe 5. It seems like this is a stampede under some amount of control. You would know that this is this is essentially like a cattle drive of some members of the Gruul. The reasoning for it,
I take offense to cattle drives, by the way.
fair enough. The reasoning for it, I would say you probably sort of know. I would have you make a history check.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Huh?
Sometimes the Gruul like to show their power, or groups of Gruul like to display.
Okay.
Sort of like a.
Gotcha.
Ruben, do you have a copy of the Gruul letter I got last time on you still?
I may. Let me find that.
Sorry.
No worries.
Interrupt. Just
They didn't teach you how to memorize letters in the
think I
your training.
but I'll double check.
it's on. Ruben put it on Twitter. If not, so I will look it up there.
Yeah, I thought
No phones at the table.
Oh, here it is. Hey there, friend.
Thanks.
So you wait for this group of animals to stampede past, and you're able to make your way on to where you lead.
Right, well, I'm sure that's nothing. Anyway, where are we headed?
So
I thought you were supposed to tell us where we're headed.
Right.
So you're leading the party. You're leading the party to.
I like it.
Oh,
You're leading the party to Maia.
I like this one.
Maia, and so you all are sort of led even further north. There's like no evidence of society anymore. It's all shelled buildings and husks of former civilization.
Detroit.
Yeah, there you go. The red wastes of Detroit. This is Gruul turf that you're now in. You head even further north. It is bitter cold here, by the way. It's a dry cold, but it is very cold. The wind is blowing the needles and the bits of bark across the paths. And you're headed towards what you know as the Rage Pits, sometimes called Skarg. Now
It's a fun place.
it's interesting. It's an interesting place. So the Gruul clans are pretty loosely organized. They're not like a traditional, like, here's the guild leader. There's about a half dozen to a dozen nomadic tribes that vie for power. Right now, the guildmaster is Domri Rod, who is a member of the Burning Tree clan. But it's been swapping off and on forever. Previous to that, it was Bor Barigmos of, I believe, the Scab clan.
Gross.
Yeah, gross.
No thanks.
But yeah, lots of stuff like that. So, leadership in the Gruul clans and leadership in the guild overall changes all the time. They don't really have a traditional guild hall, but Skarg is the closest that you're going to get. This is a former Orzhov cathedral that has been abandoned for hundreds of years. And in this shell of a building, the floor is caved in, and in the middle, there's a ever-burning bonfire that's constantly there. The closest thing that you would have to clan meetings exist here. So this is where ritual combat would take place. any meeting of families or meetings of clans would be happened here. And typically, outsiders are not welcomed here. But you know that at this point, or at this time, there are no. You're not planning on taking them into Skarg, so much as just like near the outside of it, and also they are all away doing other stuff. So you're not expecting the leaders and the people that are vying for power to be around.
So I'm telling them about the rage pits. I'm just filling you in on that sort of information. And I'm like, oh, it's really uncomfortable because sometimes we accidentally we schedule the family meetings at the same time as the ritual combats, and then whole families get slaughtered when they're just trying to reunite. It's like it's such a kooky time.
Sounds quite embarrassing.
Unfortunate.
Sounds like chaos. That's yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. So, you all, you like living in the rubble here?
Astaroth kicks a rock that like used to be a wall of a building.
Orzhov basilica.
Yeah.
I think many of us are pretty strong and resilient. You know, I don't know that we mind much.
Well, hey, sure, look, I'm saying I understand the value of being strong and resilient, but nice roof's nice too.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't insult their
Like
home.
a roof, you know.
He said nice roof's nice too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said nice roof, nice stew.
Sure.
And I was like, I cannot argue with that.
So that's also. I mean, I
Nice.
feel like that's also great.
You can make stew fine outside.
All right.
We call it outside stew. It's delicious.
Different from inside stew.
Right, you get more air. You get more
I can
elements,
see that.
flavor, and the environment flavors it.
Well, it sounds delicious. I'd have to try it at some point.
You have to make you some while you're sticking around.
Well, I'm gonna cozy up next to this fire. Is that thing lit already?
So-
You can't go in there. No.
But it's cold out here.
It's just a pit. It's not going to help you be not cold.
So Lucian, as you begin to make your way, you do see the column of smoke that's lit by the fire. It's still the middle of the day, but it is still cold out, and you are heading in that direction. But as you do, walking through what used to be a courtyard, you are suddenly confronted by a large boulder that sort of slams down in front of you. And you think that it might have been thrown by a giant or something until you see that it sort of has tree branches attached to it. And sort of emerging from a bramble, the rest of a collection of rock held together with living tree comes and manifests itself in the middle.
Maya, what are you doing? You goofing around.
I just like surprising the outsiders.
I'm sorry. Am I trespassing? Is this not? Am I not allowed? I'm sorry.
Are they allowed?
I mean, up to you, darling.
Who sent you?
We were sent by the Guildpact.
I've got a. Actually, I'm not going to show her my letter this time. I don't think.
Guildpact, you say? All right. Do you mean him or the group?
Him,
Both.
Oh,
mostly him. But yes, we are.
Jace, interesting.
They were trying to ask a bunch of questions about Domri. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe Maya knows.
Oh. You're here as a representative of the Guildpact, asking questions about the guild leader.
I'm sorry. Have you met the living Guildpact?
Of course.
You have.
I gave him his tattoos.
You gave Jace Bellerin his tattoos?
Yeah.
Maya's a great artist.
I
Did some of
appreciate-
mine too.
Absolutely. I recognize that one on your left shoulder. Yeah.
I had no idea his tattoos were of Gruul origin. And honestly,
Well, some of them are. The ones on his face.
Wait. Jace's Gruul. That's where he's from. Because I'd always wondered. A lot of people said he came from the Simic, but.
No, he's honorary.
Huh.
well, then, if Jace is a friend of yours, then you are a friend of ours, I suppose. And
That's yet to be determined.
sure. Yes. Can we go
Introduce
somewhere?
yourselves.
Oh, of course. I am.
Oh, this is so fun.
I'm not having very much. I'm Lucian Ladrian of the Azoria Senate and the Guildpact.
I'm Tutoru of the Silesian Conclave. I do like a little curtsy bow.
I'm Velma Sweet of the Generous Stray and the Orzhov.
You identify for the Generous Stray first.
It's my place of employment. It's my business.
Okay.
Astaroth. Boros Legion.
Yeah, I saw the thing on your chest there.
Oh yeah, it makes it pretty clear.
For everybody.
It saves a lot of time in introductions. Because, if I had to explain that I was in the Boros Legion, I guess I'd do it anyway, but...
So you're from the Boros Legion?
Yeah.
You don't look Ordrun to me.
Yeah, well, I ain't got no fancy bloodline behind... But, Minotaur's a Minotaur, right? My parents were Gruul.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, probably got brothers around here somewhere, who knows?
I'm sure you do.
Astaroth, you have brothers around here somewhere?
I didn't say for sure, I just...
Well, if you could.
They could be out there.
I mean, isn't that something you'd want to know? That seems like a. If I had a family member that I didn't want to, I feel like I'd want to know where they were.
Right,
Would you like a room or something?
Yes, very much. Oh, I'm just cold. Not for that purpose. I'm just cold.
Just come. We can get out of the wind. That would be fine.
That sounds nice.
Come. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Maya.
And Maia will lead you off to a broken down building that is off campus of the basilica, protected from the wind. There is a fire there. So what? How can I be of service to the living Guildpact?
Well, we're not exactly sure, but he had given us instruction to seek out some members of certain guilds, and we are following those leads to see where this investigation goes.
All right.
So what do you know about Domri?
Oh, I know lots about Domri.
Would you care to share?
No.
Oh,
All right, look.
please?
You may be avouched, but you do not know. I do not know you. They don't understand.
I understand.
You understand.
Well, perhaps we could do something so you could all get to know each other a little better.
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah.
we could make a character decision.
What was that?
Like a character. See if
Sure.
their characters are up to a standard of you telling them their secrets.
I could use some more ink.
Ink.
Yeah.
I admit... Oh, yeah. No, I understand what you mean now. For a minute, I thought you were gonna be getting along with Lucian pretty well
I do
here.
have an ink bottle if you'd
No,
like to.
That's not what he means,
special
Blue.
type of ink for the tattooing.
Oh.
I don't get out as much as I used to, but you seem able. Maybe you can go prove yourselves.
Yes, is there a store somewhere nearby we can go and maybe built
Yes.
inside of a tree?
Absolutely.
All right,
Right, a store.
A store.
A store, just a shop you walk up to and get
Yeah.
magical ink from.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe a store.
I might be Boros, but I know how the Gruul work in a lot of these ways. Who do we have to fight? What do we have to do?
What?
I like you. You get it. Many ingredients to the ink. Very special. Particularly for powerful enchantment tattoos. Requires 3 main ingredients. 5 pieces of charred pine bark from a wood woad. 1 egg yolk of a hydra egg. And the freshest maca scat that you can find.
Maca?
Maca scat, the poop, the bits left behind by the maca.
Are you... I feel like that part is just a joke for us or
No.
something.
No,
Come on, Blue.
necessary.
Don't tell me you've never had to pick up Maca Scat before.
I've never had to pick up Maca scat before.
They really don't put you through like boot camp when you join the Azorius at all.
No, they don't.
But some of you are like cops and stuff.
Most of us work behind desks.
The greener, the better.
Is greener older or new?
It's the fresher.
Old is also green, but it's a different shade.
It's a different, it doesn't work as well.
The smell's different too. It's a lot more potent when it's fresher. So if you can't see colors or something.
All right, I'm a bit out of my element, so I'll have you, Tuturu, Astaroth, maybe even Velma, take the lead here, because I wouldn't know the first thing about searching for Hydra eggs.
I think I can point you in the right direction for these. I owe you a tattoo anyway, so this will be a good opportunity. Do you have any preference as to where to start?
I don't know, whatever's closest. Let's just get this done with. Look, you two have been nice, but Gruul territory makes me a little uneasy when you're just walking around. You know someone's gonna jump on you.
Yeah. That's the Gruul territory. Comes with the lands. It's a bit wild out there. My accent for this character is all over the place. I don't even know what I'm doing, but...
I didn't notice until you pointed it out.
I feel like Astaroth's voice is different every episode, so I'm like, whatever.
Velma is always on point.
Would they have had Maka at the Beasts?
At the
Beastery?
Beastlands?
Yeah.
Or the Beast Haven?
Yeah.
Probably not. Maka aren't really trained animals. They're also carnivores. These are basically saber-toothed tigers.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're much more common in Gruul territory and the outlying. They would not be raised for any
Would there be any Makas at the rage pits?
Probably not. They avoid.
Thinking I was thinking like if it was like a coliseum, maybe they just had.
They would have like some
go
on
up
hand.
against, you know.
I would doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I assume I've like kind of come into contact with them and stuff is because I've probably had like duties cleaning up around the edge of Rubble Belt territory, which Boros probably is somewhat active in.
Yeah, I mean, there's on the edges of society in dumpsters and, you know, in less populated areas, you might see some feral Maka around.
Mm-hmm.
Would Velma have had any encounters with them as like a child, like on the streets, like around the Golgari area?
Of Maka? No.
Okay.
It's not an Undercity animal.
Okay.
Maka are sort of like saber-toothed tigers. They have 4 eyes. And they're just big, burly, panther-like cats.
But I know what one is at least.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You would know what a Maka is. They're pretty common. You've at least seen them.
It turns out your cat's a Maka.
Why are you so rambunctious?
He's so big. I just never thought about it.
Like
He's eating the gas.
Like those families that accidentally adopt a bobcat,
Yeah.
and then it grows up, and they're like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting us to have a cougar in the house."
Or that Tick episode where they find out that their dog is like a giant rat or something.
Yeah, great, love it. There's your Tick reference for the episode.
So we need the egg, we need the scat, and what was the third thing again?
5 something.
Bark.
Bark.
Specific bark of a wood woad.
Is it what?
The woad.
But I know.
A woad. Make a nature.
15.
Yeah, you know what a wood woad is. A wood woad is sort of a nature spirit, essentially, that is embodied in a dead tree. It's sort of like a will-o'-the-wisp, where essentially a dead being is now corrupted in this sort of wood wraith kind of thing. Not a death magic per se, but certainly not a good force.
Well, my logic says that we should look for the bark or the egg first, because if the scat has to be fresh, the longer we take to find the scat and find anything else afterwards is going to de-freshen the scat. So it should be the last thing that we get.
Sounds good to me. Is it going to be a problem that we gotta get the bark off of trees or whatever they are?
These trees are deeply troubled. We would be doing them a service to help them.
All right. I'll never figure out what the rules are with what plants I can hurt and what plants I can't hurt.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's pretty simple. If it's alive, don't hurt it, and if it's dead, well.
Hurt it.
All right. We'll
Hurt it so
hurt
bad.
it.
We'll discuss exact boundaries later.
Everyone protects themselves out here, even the trees.
Yeah,
As a friend of mine used to say, I remember when this was all trees.
that I get.
What about the egg of a hydra which can't protect itself?
Ah, well,
I assume you'll
the
just-
egg can't protect itself. You're right. That is very
The
astute.
Hydra probably does.
That is also very astute.
I just want to know, and this might sound silly, but is it legal to steal an egg from a Hydra?
The law of the land is whatever you have is yours.
It's not a very good law.
Finders keepers.
Have you never heard of the Gruul before, Lucien?
No, I have. I just thought most of it was just rumors, and they couldn't possibly live out there in utter chaos and stampedes and stealing eggs of living things. And
Well, that's 2 for 2.
Blue. Look, we got all this special Guildpact stuff now. We get to do things that aren't entirely legal.
Yes, finally. Finally, we do things that aren't entirely legal.
It's entirely legal. I don't know what you're talking about. This is fine.
Yeah, were you not listening about the law of the land?
Yeah.
Finders keepers. Take what you get what you take.
Dáithí knows how it works.
That's the law.
You're Gruul, so I guess it makes sense. You need to scuff yourself up a bit.
no, I...
Let me do it
and-
for
no,
you.
don't,
And
please.
the the hand will reach forward and sort of needles will kind of elongate and sort of like tear at your
What?
tear
This is my nightmare!
at your coat.
The Slender Man.
At your
no.
coat. Yeah. No, don't. It's fine. I'm just messing.
Oh, okay. This is...
I told you she was a handful.
Tutoru, I would have you make a, let's say, maybe, I think this would just be general intelligence.
No.
Or history, if you have that.
History, nope. I mean, I don't have history. Got nature. Animal handling.
Could be nature.
Nature
Nah.
rules.
Well, you have history?
I don't. I mean,
You have +0 in
I
history.
have +0.
Yeah, just do general intelligence.
I mean, that
We've
makes
all
sense.
got
She grew
history.
up in the Conclave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's all the history we need. Ooh, that's not going anywhere anytime
Not great.
soon.
No.
So.
+0.
Something is. Yeah, 2 is not good enough. Okay.
Something is.
I'm sure that something won't be relevant.
Yeah.
Just like I'm just like staring off into space. I'm like, okay.
So, do you have any thoughts?
Do I
as
have
to,
a stove?
You're apparently leading this ragtag group of city people.
Right.
Do you have any ideas where you'd like to start?
Well, I think that we should start with the Hydra because if we can't get that, we all die. We wouldn't have wasted our time doing the other things.
Very good reasoning.
That's
I
a
like
valid
that.
point. So I think we go Hydra, egg, bark, scat.
Right.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
There's
do
no,
it.
There's no possible way you will just trust us with our badges, let's say Guildpact, and not make us go on a scavenger hunt?
Absolutely not. People can do anything they want with paper and with identification. They can mess around. The strength of your character
I
must be proven.
Know what
Right.
you're talking about.
If you're gonna go with the way of the Gruul, it's tit for tat. A favor for a favor. You've got to earn the trust, and if you want something, you better have something to give.
And in this case, it's literally for tat. If we're giving you a new one.
Literally.
Would
Well, I
you
love
be-
a good pun. Shall we get going? Sorry, I interrupted you. I apologize.
That's quite all right. Would you be interested, is all I was saying, once you're getting these materials, in the magic of the Gruul tattooing?
It's the worst pain of your whole life, but you've never felt stronger afterwards.
It will grant you great strength.
Look,
I might be interested. We'll see how it happens.
as much as it sounds like a great thing, I mean, I love being strong, all that stuff, but it's already tough enough getting people to take me seriously as a non-Ordun Minotaur in the Boros Legion, okay? If I show up with the Gruul tat, yeah, look, I'm not going to be able to live it down.
You could put it on your arse or something.
Yeah. I've seen that done. More branding.
Does that change the kind of power it provides?
And the hair would just grow over it, right?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, look, if I'm gonna have a tattoo, I want people to see it, but...
Well, you could do like a nice, like, butterfly lower back or
Yeah.
something, right? Yeah. It doesn't have to be Gruul. We could sort of disguise it as
nice
something
You
else.
like
Stamp.
butterflies.
Well, you convinced me.
Excellent. Well,
I didn't know it could be a butterfly. Perhaps on my lower back. That would be very classy.
Well,
Dáithí will know where to find me once you're done with your adventures. Have a good time. I hope you don't die. and
Well, we're
So
definitely going to
two?
die.
will
That's what that face says.
sort of
Strange way of saying goodbye.
slink back into nature and into the brush and is gone.
I liked her.
Yeah, she seems nice. Both of you seem nice.
That did not sound ingenuous.
What's
at all.
happening?
Look, I'm sorry. Normally when there's a chance to go into Gruul territory, I like it. It's a good time. It means you get to cut loose a little bit, maybe kill a couple folks. I mean, you know, when they attack you
Really?
first,
Well, I'm
they-
sold.
Look, now that we got all this responsibility and people are looking at what we're doing, it feels different, okay? What if we, kill some clan leader and start a whole thing?
Right, are you all trying to kill Domri?
No, absolutely
No,
not.
let's just plan on not killing anyone.
We don't.
Well, that's not
going
gonna
to
You're
happen.
talking
die.
about killing guild leaders. Is that
No,
what
no,
you're
I'm
talking about?
just saying.
Are you drunk? What's happening?
It could happen accidentally. Look, the way the things work.
That is literally impossible.
Oh,
There's
really?
no way you could accidentally kill a guild leader.
Okay,
You're not
well-
just walking around all by them lonesomes, tripping it onto your sword or what the fuck ever.
Okay, well, I don't know how the specifics work of leadership. And all I'm saying is,
You don't know how guilds work? You
Okay.
don't know how guild leaders work? I don't understand.
Astrok, you're sounding kind of like a mob boss now. Where you're like, oh, they could accidentally fall over. What's my accident?
Nice guild you
No,
have
look.
here. It'd be the same if someone murdered its leader. I'm just saying.
all I'm saying is, before now, if you got into a fight with someone, it didn't matter. And now there's these papers, and everything feels weird. Okay.
Astrok, let me let you in on a little secret about something. They're always watching, and they always have been, and
Yeah,
nothing
well,
has changed in that regard.
They
You just
haven't
know
been
about it
watching
more.
me, at least not as much.
I've been watching you.
Private eyes, they're watching you.
Blue, you had no
What is
idea.
happening?
Astrok,
Y'all are creepy.
you know as well as I do, they have been watching you for quite a long time.
Yeah, but that's
You've been
different.
watching him.
Look, I'm sorry. You're running into us at a pretty strange time. All right, things have just gotten a lot more real.
Is that a real world reference? Things are about to get
Yeah.
real.
A Minotaur, a Loxodon.
Yeah.
5 adventurers.
Now that
Stop
Astrok has had
being
Wojek training, it's
Start
very anxiety.
Welcome to the Gruul world.
Oh, yes!
That's great.
Yep.
That's very
It's about to be the Woad Rules Gruul World Challenge.
Oh, I forgot about road rules.
Yeah.
How did you forget about road rules?
You're welcome for.
Because I was too busy remembering
Reminiscing.
Date My Mom
Oh my god.
and Room Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
God.
Astrok, if you're done having your nervous breakdown, do you think that could get moving?
All right. Yeah. I think I've got it out of my system.
But just to clarify, we're not trying to kill any guild leaders,
Absolutely
right?
not.
No.
Not
we're-
here.
Right?
We're not going to kill anyone.
Right.
Sure.
All right. Look,
Sure.
we took a 30-minute walk through the rubble belt, and we ended up killing 5 people last time.
That was
It was
self-defense.
Rokshav.
I'm just saying, it's always Rokshav.
It is always Rockshov, to be fair.
But we
That's
didn't
just
kill
the-
a guild leader. We killed a couple of street thugs.
No, of course not. I'm just saying.
Are you feeling nervous because of your friend and running into them here?
God, I hadn't even thought about that. Well, I mean, I had thought about it, but
If you want, we could look up your estranged cousins on the directory.
There's a directory.
probably.
No, fucking course there isn't.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Look,
I'm sorry. I
I
just
was
thought.
actually pretty impressed.
Who is Jesus?
different pantheon.
if my parents are out
What's
there,
a
they're probably
pantheon?
dead by now. But actually, now that you mention it,
And he pulls out a letter that he has a pouch now that he stores all his important documents in.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I did get a letter. You're Zurta, right?
Right. I mean, that's not who I am. That's my
Sure,
clan.
but you're
Right.
of the Zurta clan.
Right.
You know Melislick?
Yes.
No, you don't know.
No.
Melislick. Sorry.
I will. Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Wait, who is that?
I got a letter from someone. He said he knew me from back when we were kids. I used to run with a couple gangs back then, and know a couple people who are probably Gruul now. You know, some, oh, hey, it's hard times, can you help me out sort of thing. Knew your dad. Stuff like that. Just thought, we're in Gruul territory, there was a chance.
That probably was a good question for like Maia, who's ancient and has been around forever and knows everyone.
She seemed important.
Right, so
Okay.
We're doing this while we're walking.
yeah.
Please. Oh my god.
We're just standing there.
So
like,
Should we
you're
turn
headed.
back?
So
We've
you
been walking for hours.
you're going to you're trying to look for the Hydra first. Yes. Right.
Hail Hydra.
Okay. So I would have the two of you that have the highest survival, which I assume is
Me?
you and one other person.
I have a +4.
I have a +5.
yeah,
I have a
that's
+4.
pretty. Whoa.
So one of you two.
I also have a +4. What the hell?
Wow. One of you
Why?
3 and Dáithí.
I'm not gonna do it.
It is not me.
I got a 21.
Damn.
Would there have been one at the Beast Haven?
A Hydra?
Yes. I got a natural 20, so...
So yes, there was, and it was your pets.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
I would say.
It's your best friend.
I would say because so you've taken up a little bit of an interest in hydras because of the tiny little phytohydra
That's right.
that Amara gave you way long ago, and you started looking up hydras, and now you know that there are phytohydras, which are plant animals essentially that are large.
Yeah.
But then there are hydras that are huge. And you may not have seen one yourself, but you know all about them. You've seen hydras, which what you would call in the wilds the savage-born, or what the hydras out here are. Typically, hydras live near rivers and streams, but here in the red wastes where it gets much colder and there isn't as much open waterway that they can live on without being, to just be unmolested, they spend a lot more time in caves and caverns. And so between the two of you, you find very quickly, towards the early part of the afternoon, a well-worn snake-like, worm-like path that looks like a large animal has trodden through it very often. That sort of leads into a ravine that leads into a cavern or a cave. And since that's our first little encounter, let's get out one of these maps here.
Ooh. Mapping it up.
And so you
Good game.
are on the edge. This here sort of leads down into this ravine where there's a cave, and this is sort of like the edges of the mountain right here. And so your characters would be coming from one of these angles if you want to place your mini wherever you feel like would be best.
I'm over on this side.
Wow.
Hi! Hello!
So how close do you want to be to the cave mouth?
Well, if we were getting closer, I definitely want to do some sort of perception check
Yeah.
to see if I see anything moving.
Absolutely.
So.
Perception's great.
While she's looking around, I'm just spouting off random facts I read in books about hydras. Did you know that they have, how many, 7 heads?
5.
5 heads.
That's a 14 for perception.
Sure.
Those heads ever fight.
They have a bite to them from what I understand. Their jaws themselves can open and just...
Yeah. Let's see here.
They hang out in pipes and attack plumbers.
So you, first of all, you know that they look like this. On this side, not the intellect
Wait,
devourer.
that has
They
7
look
heads.
like
You
this.
lied to us.
Does it have 7 heads?
You lied to us.
Son
I
of
knew I
a...
was
It
right.
does have 7 heads. Hold on. No, well, the description says that it has 5 heads.
All right, we all know it has
Who's
X
lying
heads.
here?
Pick unrelated.
Well, one of the heads got cut off and 2 grew in its place, you ding dong.
There you
That's
go.
it. That's it.
So this Hydra has 5 heads.
We all know hydras have X heads,
Roll a d5.
Right.
which is the number of +1 +1.
So you're looking around, trying to perceive exactly whether it's in the cave or what's going on right now.
Use my horse vision.
Perfect. You would notice that
Like,
at
it's
the
no
cave
My eyes
entrance,
just get really big.
They spread to the
I look
side of your
crazy.
head.
She's looking going to the.
the big black eyes just
Going to the
open.
back.
Yeah, it's like if she's looking at going to the.
So you would notice that there are piles of bones just at the entrance
Well,
in like
I bleach them.
right.
That's my way.
That's right. The Skull Bleacher clan. So it looks like there's just like a recycling bin pile or a compost pile of
Recycle.
recycle. Well, the Gruul are not so much about the
thoughtful.
recycling.
The Hydra just
Order.
loves the
Yeah.
earth.
That's right.
It's well divided out into like
Sustainable eating of bears.
It's
So-
labeled the bins, but it's painted in blood.
Right.
It's like paper, plastic, but it's like dripping.
So you do see a pile of bones by the entrance. That doesn't seem like. It looks like this is a cavern that holds a huge predator of some kind.
Right.
The pile of bones is something that you might not think of as being Hydra-like, but with your role, it looks like this Hydra might have a helper or something more interested in keeping the area tidy.
Looks like a butler or something.
You know, a Hydra butler, as it were. But I wouldn't have any sort of like nature knowledge of like
I would say that
what
you're
would be companioning with a Hydra.
You do know that there are some in the Gruul clans who, instead of taking part in guild-centric activities, instead they live on their own, and some of them become what are known as beastmasters, and they live with the beasts.
Okay, so
So this might be a beastmaster
okay.
hermit kind of person.
okay, all right.
Hydras are not like hyper intelligent. They're not intelligent at all. Like they're not dragons, but they
30
would.
hit points.
They have a lot more than 30 hit
I
points.
know. I
Yeah, 35.
They do have an
didn't want-
intelligence of 2 though. So this is more like a big pet
Right.
that whoever would be living here would be living with.
just a little 5-headed puppy.
Yeah.
Love it.
And you do hear from inside grumbling, loud noises with sort of that sound like Hydra.
Okay. But it's like snoring, kind of cute.
What was your roll?
14.
14? Maybe.
Okay. Alright, well, getting a quick look at the area, I think we might be dealing with a Hydra that's not necessarily on its own. So we might have a Gruul Beastmaster involved here, cleaning up the area a bit after them, creating recycling bins and the such like.
Do you think they'd help us find the egg?
Whoa.
We could maybe ask them.
Right. But you know, it's like their pet, and you know, I don't know that they would be much interested in just giving away its offspring to us.
Yeah, I'm also getting that vibe.
Right. So I don't know. Is anyone would just want to try and sneak in there? Just go and grab it really quick.
Well, I might be able to do that.
I can try to sneak.
All right, at Jet training, they told me a little bit about things.
He pulls out like a piece of paper where he's scribbled some
Oh
notes.
my god.
Okay, before we engage, we need to assess the strategic scenario.
I believe we are.
Do you see any egresses?
What are you
What's
talking
an
about?
egress?
Is that a bird?
Is that another word for Hydra?
I don't know. They started saying egress, and I missed the part where they said that, and it just seemed important.
Oh.
As you're having this conversation,
You all die.
begin to
Who's talking out there?
you see a huge reptilian animal emerge from the cave.
Oh shit!
I think
It has, like,
I think
raptor
I found
heads.
it.
Yeah, reading.
It has crocodile. It has a crocodile. Like, let's turn it towards the camera. Give it some camera time first.
They're all so happy.
it's a
They're all
turtle
laughing.
yelling.
It has crocodile body, multiple heads on serpentine necks.
Hydra's a stand-up comedian.
One of the heads is really funny, and the rest just enjoy it.
Good one. Head number 2.
As it emerges,
One head hates all the jokes and it's like, I'm so sick of these jokes.
Yes, that
as
one right
it
there.
emerges,
Yeah.
it leaves, and behind it, you see a minotaur emerge, wearing
minotaurs.
lots of furs. Appears to be wearing like a buffalo skin, like head, like hat plus jacket combo, like a hoodie sweatshirt, and.
He went to H&M.
has a tall staff and throws a big pile of bones into the bone pile. The Hydra itself begins to head up the mountainside, and the Minotaur heads back into the cave as the Hydra heads up the mountain.
What time of day is it?
They didn't see
Mid-afternoon.
us.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like
That's what I rolled for.
We're all just like,
Oh,
It's not particularly wise, and you guys are pretty far away, so I did not.
right.
I don't think it saw you.
Okay, I'm gonna like look around and just try to like kind of like scan the area and look for what appears to be a nest.
Okay. From where you are, you can't see
Okay.
into the cavern.
Okay.
You do see that it goes deeper in.
Okay, I'm going to because I have dark vision and I am stealthy, so I'm gonna put my hood up, and then I'm gonna like slowly start to sneak into the cave ahead with the scout ahead.
How long are you gonna wait?
I'm gonna let that thing go up the mountain for a second first, and then yeah, I'm definitely gonna like keep an eye on that. But,
Okay.
so like maybe like a minute or two.
Miss V, you going in?
Yes, someone has to.
I think you're the best equipped for this.
Well, that's neither here nor there, but we'll see what happens.
All right. You can contact us if anything goes wrong in there. We still got those, do we still have those?
Well, some of us
The
do.
earrings? Yeah.
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 Some of you do.
Why?
You didn't have it when we needed it last
We
time.
didn't discuss it beforehand. I'm just gonna wear an earring that it stands out and people will notice and think I'm clearly being a spy for something.
I think you're just, afraid of being emasculated.
I'm not afraid. No, I will put
That
on
is
the,
not a problem with him at all. I can tell you. And
on the
then,
ears.
so I'm gonna step
Why
forward.
would he act like that if he was
Make
being
a
emasculated?
stealth check
Yeah.
for me.
Before you run off, I'm gonna cast guidance
Oh, thank you.
on you.
What does that give me?
Not Celestia.
An extra D4. I
Yes.
believe.
For up to 1 minute.
Okay. Okay, and that's
Also,
gonna be
I
that's a dirty 20 plus 4, so 24.
Just to stand there.
In case. So you
Just get
swiftly
angry.
and silently. This one's
Quietly
you?
brooding.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm the very clearly Demir one.
Yeah, are able to
Oh, wow.
sneak down to the cave entrance over the next couple seconds. And are you going down alone? Is anyone else following?
I thought it was a
There.
scout mission.
Yeah, I'm scouting.
So as you scout, we can extend this map a bit.
We probably find somewhere we can crouch behind some rocks or.
Yeah, they're all eating popcorn, watching Velma risk her life for all of them.
Sorry that this is
That's okay.
all over the
It
place.
was your
now.
idea.
I know.
So you all started up in this
We leave. We go
corner
find the
over
other things.
here.
Yeah,
So you're all
Look at you
doing
go.
my job.
over here.
This is my job. I'm a sneaker.
Why don't you have a little spy bot?
Dom, can we get a bigger table?
I think I do have a
Wait, do you have a spy
You left
bot?
my body. I don't.
We forgot to use that spy bot.
And you're down here in the cave entrance.
Spy
And now that
pod?
you're here, you can see that as this shallow or this
Man, that shower head back there is big.
yeah, back here. As this
It
cascades
massages
down,
like nobody's business.
as this cascades down, the rest of this becomes what looks like what used to be an underground kind of river bed.
Okay.
But the cave-ins have turned this into its own little cavern side.
Okay.
There's no water here. There might be a couple inches of just sort of puddle,
Okay.
but not much. And then it rises up to this corner, which
Okay.
you can't really see what's in this corner right now, except for the shower head.
Okay, let's go ahead and assume Velma doesn't stand right in the middle of the cave entrance and probably is off to the side somewhere hugging a corner.
Great. And
she's not like,
Army
Hydra,
crawling.
and the Hydra is in this corner. Now the Minotaur
Hydra,
that you
in this
saw
corner!
is walking back up to the top level
Okay.
here, walking up this hill.
Okay, so Velma reports with the earring back to anyone who's listening in on this the Stones of Far speech of what she just saw.
Can we respond?
Yes. It's
Oh yeah, it's on the ear
This is
thing.
the
First,
ear
I was
thing.
thinking
It's not
this.
my. It's
These
not
are
my
the
thing.
FBI communication devices.
Yeah, it's not my Demir thing. It's something different.
From a quick look, you think we can take him?
I mean, it's one Minotaur. I'm more worried about the Hydra. The Hydra, I do not believe we could take. No.
Would you want us to maybe distract the Minotaur while you're in
Minotaur's
there?
intimidating.
I would want you to distract the Hydra if I was gonna have an option, but yeah, some way to get me time to get up that cliff would be fantastic.
What, hey, can you tell what clan that guy's in? Yeah, I don't know, their symbols, markings, anything like that? I don't know, maybe you could distract him, call him out for some sort of Gruul powwowing.
Sorry.
Sorry, ask her if there's any chance the Minotaur might be willing to sell the egg. I know that she said it was one of his pets, but maybe it's like a farm situation where they might sell the eggs for profit.
I asked that.
Puppy mill, no. Would I have recognized the Minotaur's attire to see if it was?
I meant more egg farmer
Zerta.
than puppy mill, just for the heads
can
up.
make
I meant more like an egg farmer than a puppy mill,
Right.
but yeah.
You can make a.
Oh. I'm thinking of the Hydra as a puppy.
Yeah.
So this is
Sure.
You're like,
Yeah.
you've set into that paradigm.
It's really
so-
where you draw the line, exactly. So I'll have you make an insight check
Okay.
to be able to recognize.
That's a 10.
10. From this distance, you can't really tell.
Right, but I would know they're Gruul.
You would recognize that they're Gruul. And you saw that they were a Minotaur. So from that inference, it would, it could be.
But I know most Minotaurs aren't in Zerta. Right?
Correct.
So it's likely it's from another clan.
Correct.
What are they mostly in? Like,
Mostly the Minotaurs are.
Goreclaw?
I think Goreclaw they're mostly. I can look that up though. But there's certainly not a ton in
Right.
Zerta.
Well, we've got a pretty limited number of Minotaur and Zerta, so I don't know that it's unlikely I would know this person or be able to relate to them on that level. And additionally to that, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not really a people person, right? So I don't know that I could talk them into anything or barter or what. I'm not sure what you want me to do, but I'm just a guide,
Well, I don't suppose you don't have to have a good idea of what to talk to them about, but as long as you're talking, she can move in and get the egg.
Right. Okay. Great.
So just tell them what you did last week, and then ask them what they did. Are there water coolers out here? Something like that.
He's the Minotaur. Why isn't he doing it?
That's a good point.
All right, but you gotta lose that, everything.
Hey, Blue, I'm not an idiot.
I'm just saying that if they see any sign of civilization...
Look, I've walked through Gruul territory before. I know how they're gonna react if you walk in looking like a Wojak.
What are you doing?
Apparently just sitting and listening to a conversation.
Okay.
I think she's staying where she is for now,
Okay.
because she's sitting on a pretty good stealth. So
You
she's
see the Minotaur go up and tend to something that's on this hilltop and then
Okay.
begin making its way back down.
Not... Okay.
Maybe about.
Here,
there.
just
Okay.
just
Well,
take
he's-
this off.
He's coming back, so whatever you're going to do, please do it soon, because he is coming back. He's coming back, he is coming back.
So
all right.
I'll just fashion, since there's those bones there, I'll just fashion some quick bone armor
Well,
for you. And
we'll
I've
just,
got,
like-
a...
These bones that are down here?
Oh,
Yeah?
Great. So you're down here then? Because this is the
No.
cave entrance.
She brought her own
Oh,
bag
you have
of
your own
bones.
bones.
Yeah.
You have your own bones.
Of course you've got bones.
You brought
The
your own
Bone Bleacher
bones?
clan, come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
Skull
Skull
Bleacher.
Bleachers,
Skull
come
Bleacher.
on.
Yeah, you have your own bones. So you
And
can.
I've got...
Don't be
God.
acting
you're
like she doesn't have her own bones.
Perfect. No, it's good for
And
her.
I've got
I
a
like it.
hide cloak I can give you too.
Perfect.
Oh, and Velma has definitely used her armor to make it look more like hide and like.
Sure.
Yeah, that probably happened when they. I think when the tattooist tore up your clothes, Velma was like, "Oh, no,"
Sure.
and turned hers.
So
into,
I would
like,
have you make
like
a. Man, this is like somewhere between performance and dexterity to make a cloak, like to make a costume. What's a costume making check?
Well, I think for part of it,
Survival makes sense, yeah.
Survival makes sense.
For
Oh,
part of
yeah,
it,
I would say
Astaroth can
survival.
just like pull his, like...
21.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
For part of it,
a
Astaroth can
funny
just,
song.
like, pull his Boros tunic off and
Right.
just kind of have his, like, straps and armor
Yep.
around, which feels way more
Okay.
Gruulish.
So you're able to sort of fashion a more Gruul-like appearance. You can hide away your insignias from the Boros. What are you doing with your helmet?
He'll just take the helmet off and...
What's under there?
The horns came off! Oh, God!
You've been a man this whole time.
So, I imagine he wants to wear the helmet just because, you know, like, you could get hurt if
Yeah.
you don't have the helmet on.
Sure would. I would definitely impose an armor class penalty.
What Astaroth is gonna do is just, like, grab some, like, take the helmet off and just kind of take his thing and be like,
The suits aren't gonna like this.
and just kind of bang it a couple times with his axe, like, on the ground.
Just make a ton.
You're just wearing a metal helmet.
No, he's
With it.
like holding it up and ringing it like a bell. No, he hits it on the ground and just
Did not
like
spot you
makes
coming in,
dents
but
and
now
stuff.
it's
Like
coming.
that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what?
that's fair because she's literally like,
Yeah.
just do something.
So what's happened now is this Minotaur has spotted a
taken a
person. You've taken a while. I
And you also banged a helmet with a giant
true.
axe.
I didn't bang it like a bell.
What happened?
Who
when
goes
you,
there?
Okay, so Velma at this point is like on her own, so she's like,
declare yourself.
It's the fuzz cheese.
You all
Right,
can
right.
hear.
"All right, my name's what was the name of the person last week? Darn it! Oh, my name's Throg.
What's your affiliation?
I ain't got one. Just wandering.
You're wandering in the wrong place, friend.
I just saw you got a cool pet there. I was wondering if you sell its eggs.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's all right.
I don't know if that's the best.
Do we hear that this is happening?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that not the best? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You hear this happening from the
Yeah.
cave entrance, and as the Minotaur reappears here, you do see the Minotaur reappear and says, "What's your name?"
Throg.
Deception check, which you're good at.
And I have advantage on.
Sure do, because you're pretending to be someone else,
Yeah.
and you're
Should we
a
multi-pass?
weapon of mass seduction. Probably not going to work in
I know.
So that's a 25,
It's like
and
a
I'll roll
just a
again to
bloody
see what
skull.
happens.
Here's my
here.
ID. Yeah,
And that
exactly.
is, yeah, so I my advantage one was 25. Thank God for advantage, because that was a critic fail of second one.
Oh no! Shoo!
So this Minotaur is still very wary of you. All right, you wait right there, Throg,
All right.
All right.
and will very slowly walk towards you.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna. So,
Look, I think you're right. We're the only ones who are gonna make it. Who are gonna like not immediately get him angry up there. And no, Miss V, she's a good talker, but it's gonna go utter up pretty quick if we don't get down there.
Utters up. I like it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. You're. We can say we're looking for my friend, right? We're going around trying to find people. Let's go down there. Okay. You can make introductions if I say anything wrong.
All right, yeah, I'm sure this will be great. I can't imagine how this could go wrong.
Did you say that you were by yourself?
I said unaffiliated. I did say it by myself.
And I guess we'll wait here and let you know if the Hydra comes back.
Yeah. Look, if there's trouble, you'll know.
Okay, we'll just bang something against the helmet to let you know.
Oh, come on.
Unaffiliated. How long have you been in the wastes?
I just got here.
I believe that. I haven't seen you around.
Well, I'm not lying about it. Look, I'm looking for ingredients to make a potion with, and I was told to come up here for it.
To my cave?
Yeah, it was
Our
just told-
cave?
I mean, not your cave. And no one said like go to this particular cave. They said this was the region to
You
go
should
to.
find a different place.
I'm doing your voice now by accident.
Yeah, you sound like you're from the Zerta.
Oh.
I sound like I'm from a lot of places.
burn.
What are you proposing?
It's an offering. I just want an egg. One egg to make a recipe with. Make a little potion.
One egg.
One egg.
What are you doing?
I think we should probably
Very casually and cool.
Walking down the...
wander
We're
down.
just walking.
Okay. Towards here.
Is this where you
Push
buy
forward.
eggs? Is this the grocery store?
You guys push forward if you're doing stuff.
Do we go down or we
No!
walk?
I mean, I'm not. I will get
You
stomped
staying
on
up there?
immediately.
So the two most Gruul-looking ones will walk down the hill.
I'm gonna
And-
give Velma a
Praise
heads up.
This Minotaur, who, as you get closer and as you're closer, very clearly a druid, is wearing cloths. As I mentioned, is wearing the buffalo kind of coat, and has a staff. And will sort of ready its staff and say, "Who are you?
We're
Declare yourselves."
I'm
Are you here to give me egg?
Rock.
This is my egg. I found it first. I don't know who you are, but this is mine. I found it.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
well-
Hold on. Rock.
Yeah, Rock. That's me, big Rock.
My name's Rock.
What the fuck?
Oh, we should go. I didn't plan him to. Wait.
Where are you from?
What?
Would you just say that
We're
we should go?
I kind of turned and said that, but then
we're with the Zertar clan. You know, over in the northern part of the rubble belt.
The skull bleachers. Nice bone pile you got.
Yeah.
Be a shame if someone was to bleach.
It's a nice bone pile, isn't it?
It's not a threat, it was like a friendly offer.
Yeah.
Is the bleaching good or bad? I'm not
the
sure.
roads
here.
aren't as white.
I think it's nice. You know, they
I thought
shine
so,
more
too.
in the sun.
So, make a history check.
Oh, will I? 14. Nope, that's a 10.
I mean, once this person introduced themselves as Rock, you would...
Wait, seriously? Y'all the same name?
Yeah.
Did you do that? Is that your... Are you being meta?
Well, wait, my real name it's not Rock. It's After Rock. So no need to be weird about it.
And he will look at you and stare you down. That's my name.
What the hell?
No,
Stop.
that's my name.
Get out of there, I think. Maybe
Wait,
leave.
what do I recognize when I...
You recognize that there's like an old folk hero, essentially, like sort of an urban legend of a character that lives on their own, who is a Minotaur that has lived out in the wilderness for a long time, formerly of the Zertar clan, whose name is Rock or Stone or Boulder or something along that line.
Okay.
In just sort of like, be careful, or if you run away, you'll have to go live with Rock, like that kind of.
And they left or they got kicked out of
They
Zerta?
left.
Okay. Would I know why? Like in the lore, why that?
Did I have you roll history just now?
You did. I rolled a
A 10?
25.
Did you?
No.
Okay. With a 10, you don't get much more than that.
I don't remember the folklore of my childhood that my mother threatened me with every week.
I'll give you advantage.
Ah.
That's a 17.
Okay.
Nice.
Rock is a tale from your childhood, left before you were born. Maybe, I don't know, 30 years ago. You're pretty young, I would think. So before your memory,
Right.
I would say. And left under circumstances when a great tragedy befell his family, and then he left the clan,
Okay. So it was from like the Sads that he left?
pretty much.
He famously hates when people eat eggs.
Yeah, is there anything in there that he loves eggs and would kill anyone that
So
asked
he
for
will
one?
he will maintain eye contact with you
Oh, wait.
throughout this whole.
No, After Rock's my name. All right?
You can both have a name.
If
It's
while
fine.
they're doing that, can I like slink away a little
You
bit?
can back up a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna back up.
I slink into the
like,
shadows.
Yeah.
You can back up to even.
I'm gonna move to where I'm not in
Yeah,
his
sure.
axe swinging
Sure.
range.
Wait, I know
Astaroth.
you. You're the Rock.
Yeah. Can you? No.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought you were just made up. Just my
Just
mom used to
a
scare
rock.
me
Well.
with stories of I'd have to come and live with you in the cave.
Oh wait, I made a mistake. Oh, well.
So his name's really Rock.
Well,
He's not just
if
messing
it's-
with us.
Well, I suppose he could be making.
You're the
fun.
one messing. Astaroth's my name.
I don't mess.
Generations of my family have been named Astaroth. You don't get to have that name.
Oh, maybe this is the cousin you didn't know about.
Cousin?
Y'all related? That'd be fun. Hello? Hello?
Am I still on the line?
What's
Hi.
happening in there?
Yeah,
Alright,
why
it's
does he
just
sound so
silent.
angry?
Can Thelma start to like sneak around the long way while this is happening?
Around?
Yeah. Like.
I
Yeah.
like how you could have gone that way, but instead of...
Well, because he was watching me. Yeah. I didn't want to go right next to him. I didn't walk right past him.
Astaroth walks right up to him.
Oh
Gets to
my
the point where they're
God.
kind of like face to face.
Okay, well then, can she come around while he's doing that?
kiss. Hello? Hi.
Shut up.
Okay. Wow.
You had a kid?
I did once.
You know where they are now?
They're dead.
How many Astaroths are there around here in this clan, huh? Because I know from my grandma that Astaroth's my family name. And that's been passed down the line there, okay? But my dad, he left. And if you're him, then there is some answering that needs to be done.
You're Astaroth.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The hell are you doing here?
I'm here to get a Hydra egg.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to sneak up the hill.
All right, roll.
That was the plan.
I like how you're just like, great opportunity.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
She's
just
not
sneak
listening.
away.
She's
Roll.
like that was the plan.
Yep.
Okay, that is going to be a 22.
Cool. You're stealthy. You two up there, from that vantage point, make a perception check.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
That Hydra's coming back.
Got a 9.
Perception, that's a
24,
17.
I should say,
Okay.
not 22.
You see a shape start appearing at the top of the mountain.
The Hydra is in the cave.
Astaroth's not listening.
Up here,
Is
not
that-
in the cave.
Is that a signal for?
Yeah.
So,
Is that a code?
I got a question for you.
We need a better code.
Banana bread.
Are you my pop?
I'm sorry, did I just hear him say, are
Take
you
your
a-
helmet off.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yep.
Where that was it?
No, I was saying he was.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really take it off.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep, that's
Your dad.
Yep, that's
right
it.
there.
I'd know those blue eyes anywhere. See him in the mirror every day.
Oh.
And he will produce from his satchel a shawl, essentially, that has
It's your baby blanket.
Astaroth on it. I would say you could make a history, perception, something along those lines.
I will make a one of those. Can't find my
when?
character sheet.
But when?
I'm gonna roll and then I'll get the idea. It's- I know my perception's +1.
What's happening? You have a pile of paper right there.
No, that's it. That's a 1.
Oh my god.
Yep. Well, perception. So 14.
Okay. You vaguely recognize. I mean, you certainly recognize your own name, but you vaguely,
I don't know.
right? But you vaguely recognize this Swaddle.
I knew that was a goddamn baby blink.
All right. So it is you.
Thought you were dead.
Astaroth, he doesn't even listen for that. He's already started to move. He throws down his axe and just wails.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, Dad, I'm coming for you.
Make an attack roll.
My name is Sue.
How do you do?
Now you're gonna die.
Now you're gonna die! Yeah, that's exactly
That's
it.
such a great song.
Did you really just do that?
Yeah, so that's
that's
a
seven.
14.
14?
Yeah.
This became very soap opera
It did.
and very anime.
Or are we kicking ass? Is that what you're doing?
And I'm
14
real
just
into it.
hits.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, so that's just 5 bludgeoning.
Your dad has an AC of 14. My dad's is like 20. So lame.
Probably.
My dad's is like probably an 8, but he's like a good
So
guy.
you cold cock senior right across the face.
Ooh.
And he looks
Ooh.
and he like turns back and says,
Is that how the Gruul do things? You have kids and you leave them around, just let them get the crap beaten out of them on the streets every day.
That's how we do it.
she's not wrong. That is that.
Boom! I want to hit him again.
Do it again. He's not making any attempt to defend here.
Okay,
Wow.
so that is a 23.
To hit, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Huh? Come on!
How much damage?
5 again. It's just
Oh,
straight
okay.
5 bludgeoning for unarmed strike.
You did hear.
You are getting up the hill, and as you
She's going
approach,
around the long way now because
That's
she
fine.
doesn't want to go where she knows the Hydra is.
coming down from this side, sort of is how the Hydra is going to come back.
Okay.
You don't know that the Hydra's coming. Or
Yeah,
no,
she doesn't.
sorry,
Yeah,
yes,
it
you do.
doesn't.
Okay, they did,
So
yeah. She did give
the
me the
Hydra
very
is
code sense.
on
Hydra
its
is
way
in the
down
nest.
I mean, I was
the
in
mountain.
the cave.
As you come up to this sort of area, you are able to.
Can I
peek
make it all the way up
over-
there?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I would say that as you peek up there, you are able to espy a sort of a rounded ridge ring with between 40 and 50 eggs the size of footballs,
Okay.
sort of half buried in the dirt.
Okay.
We're gonna. You have something
I'll pause
to do?
that. Let them do
okay.
it.
You
Yeah.
can cut back here.
Let's
They're
see it play out.
actually
So-
footballs, just leave them.
Right.
Yeah.
So he will take that other punch, bleeding from the nostril, and just turn
Yeah.
back to you.
What, you gonna stand there and take it? What are you, a minotaur? Are you some sort of goblin?
I probably deserve it.
Yeah, I agree.
One more.
Are we trying to kill him? I could bring my axe over there.
Okay,
That hits.
That hits.
Yep, 5
That's
more.
5 more.
Cool.
Come on! I've wanted to kick the crap out of you since I was 14. You just gonna stand there?
I'm sorry. I thought you were dead. Until 5 minutes ago, you were dead to me. Not dead to me, but I didn't know that you were out there. I assumed after what happened, they killed you too.
What do you mean after what happened?
Our family, your mother and I supported. We were Borborigmos supporters. And when they died, well, transfer of power is messy in the Gruul. So, the night that Rurik Thar took over, there were fights. Some of us got away. I was off. I was away already, doing things for our family, doing the Beastmaster role, protecting the animals of the forest. I wasn't there to protect you. I wasn't there.
Did you come back to check? Did you see, like, oh, I wonder if little Astaroth's body's there somewhere? Let's just assume he's dead.
I came back.
That's news to me.
Yeah. Your mother died. And your brother died.
So I did have a brother.
Yeah. I couldn't stick around to investigate. I couldn't stay there. You have to understand. I would have died if I had stayed there. I wish I could have been there with your mother and at least died then. It eats me up every day.
I don't know what I feel now. I'd always assume you just left on some raid to tear down a church or whatever it is you Gruul do with your free time, and just never care enough to come back. You didn't know. You really didn't know.
No. It's not like I keep up to date on things.
So Mom's definitely dead.
And he will, from his pouch, produce a necklace that is mostly tusks, some stones on a piece of twine.
It's a necklace of child support.
Wow.
And say, yeah. Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. I kind of assumed both of you were dead for a long time, but find out for sure just, I don't know. It's a lot to process.
So.
Meanwhile, you see the Hydra is getting very close now.
Hey, I'm.
To the point where you might be able to spot the Hydra
Right.
up as well.
Okay. Right. Well, sorry to interrupt your family reunion, but it seems like your wee little baby's coming back, and
Oh, crap. What are you here to do?
Yeah, we were trying to like trick you into giving us an egg, or maybe talk you into it, or steal it somehow.
That's not going to be super. If you're going to do it, you better hurry. I can't help.
I think we've got someone on it. If we could just.
At this point, has Velma
Hurry,
gotten an
it's
egg?
Yeah, so you're up to
You're up to
the
I didn't
egg.
wait up that
Right.
great scene, but
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
been a lot of time.
So here's what's happened. You're
She's like got-
you're up to the eggs, and you try to pull one out, and it's stuck.
Okay.
What?
I need a strength check.
Oh,
Gosh.
Who glued those eggs there? Who did that? Is this a prank?
You put footballs away, you glue them away.
And here's our special egg glue.
Are we on punk?
12.
Ashton Kutcher
12?
pops out of one of the eggs. Pops!
Yeah, 13.
There's a lot of reality TV going on.
There
Probably
really is.
enough to
Well,
get
what
the
I was
egg.
going to have her do was I
Big
was
fan
going
of
to
that.
cast Unseen Servant to carry the egg anyway, so could the servant have helped me pull it out with that way I'm burning a spell slot too,
Sure.
to kind of justify
That's fine.
Cool.
So the unseen servant now has the egg. As you pull it free, you do disturb the nest, little nest there, and coming out of the nest, you hear
Oh.
as you see 3 Hydra babies.
Aw, they're
peeking out.
Hydra babies.
And
Living
as
dreams.
that high-pitched screeching happens,
Oh, mama.
the mama is here on the map, about maybe 50 feet up.
Miss Sweet, you're going to want to sprint.
So, at this point, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh.
We have a
makes
lot going on.
That checks
Yes.
out. It's a good. It's a
Oh,
good one.
hello.
I rolled initiative good.
All right, higher than 20.
22.
22.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural.
Ooh. I'm gonna know.
Natty twats.
All right, I'm going to roll first for the Hydra.
Nope, I was just commenting on his.
My natural 20.
Hydra has a
I get excited for other people's.
Fired up.
Then I'm going to roll for the Hydra babies. Hydra babies also roll a 7.
Bring them with
I
you.
also rolled a 7.
Oh, wow. We'll have to...
I also rolled a 7.
Ride
Actually-
one of them out.
The Hydra babies I'm counting as a swarm of poisonous snakes. So, in fact, they have a much higher
Except they're friendly.
dexterity. Well, we'll see if they're
They spit out goo goo gaga instead of acid.
Right. 6, 7, 8, 9. So they actually go on 10 babies. And then Senior is going to roll. And that's going to be a natural 20.
Wow.
Hey!
Wow, we followed like sun.
We both got natural 20s.
Two.
Wow.
For a
We're just
22.
fired up. That's pretty funny.
You guys just
Pretty
keep punching
good.
each other in the
20.
face.
I wish you had slapped him instead of punched him.
20 to 15.
Oh,
Oh,
I got,
15, sorry.
just kidding. I didn't.
What's his dex?
2.
I'm better than you, Dad.
Dex is... Sorry, it's actually... I was looking at the wrong character sheet. Gotta look at this character sheet to see what the dex is. Oh, actually, they have a 21.
Okay.
So they're gonna go after you regardless. Their dex is +1.
Got it.
Yeah, my dad's is like +5, so no big deal.
15 to 10?
I got a 14.
10 to 5?
7.
And what's your dex?
My dex is +2.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead of the Hydra. Ahead. I think that's everybody. Astaroth, you're up first. So you hear, you definitely hear this Hydra. You definitely know that your father's in front of you. You don't know what side. I mean, you're pretty sure that he's on your side now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And make a perception check to see if you hear these.
Alrighty.
Or animal handling. if
I got
you
a
have
6,
that.
so
6? No.
not feeling
So yeah.
I'm distracted by my dad showed up.
Understandably distracted by Dad showing up and giant Hydra coming down the mountain. What would you like to do?
Okay, so the Hydra's coming. I go,
Hey, you can control this thing, right? This is like your pet.
I can't control it. We have an understanding.
So, would you be upset if I had to cut a few of its heads off?
I mean, I do what you have to do, I guess.
Oh, great. Miss V, get those eggs! He's coming!
I want to ready.
In there?
I just want to ready a charge if the Hydra gets within range, basically.
Great. So you're going to ready an action. Got it. Senior is going to what should I do?
Step back. I can handle this on my own. I've done okay without your help so far.
Oof. Oh, sick burn damage.
Oh, that shade.
He will move past you, I guess behind, like here?
Into the shame
I don't
corner.
even know.
Seriously.
If that's been what's told, and he will, what would he do? Let's see here.
You gonna text him?
No, I'm getting my character sheet off my phone. Sorry.
You text Jordan's dad.
Yeah, hold on. Let me text.
What would you
Let me
do?
text.
If Jordan punched you a couple times and then attacked your dog.
Okay. He will cast. He will. So as he moves past you, you notice that his staff that he's holding vibrates a little bit and gains a little bit of a green magic to it as he casts Shillelagh on his staff, and will also ready a attack action.
Definitely works with the like Gruul being kind of Irish.
Yeah,
A little bit.
he will stand just behind you, and his triggering action will be if you are attacked, or if you attack and he's in range. Tutoru, you're way up on the hill.
Yep, I sure
You see
am.
this Hydra thing way up here.
It's gonna be great for, healing everyone at the same time. We just stay together so well.
I don't think you heal.
Oh, I'm
from a
sorry that I
Hydra
had to
attack.
stealthily sneak off to steal an egg from a giant Hydra nest.
Oh, goodness. I'm gonna make my way down, I guess. As slowly as
Okay.
and loudly
30
as
feet
I'm
of
going
movement.
to be, yeah.
So 6 squares.
1, 2,
Well, can't you use a dash at this point?
Yeah, you can.
Six,
You
yeah.
can use a dash as your action if you want. 11, 12.
Cool beans.
Great. So that's where you are.
Yeah.
You have your bonus if you'd like to use it.
I'm just gonna ready for now, because
Okay.
I'm not ready.
All right. Can't hold an action because you've used it as the dash. All right, Lucian.
Okay. Would you say my distance to this is 120 feet? I would say yes,
Absolutely.
but that's because. Okay, cool.
It's probably exactly that far away.
Great. I can move up a little bit if I need to. I'm going to cast Slow on the Hydra. I alter time around.
It's exactly 120.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I knew that. You alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice. Hey, 5 heads and a body. I'll choose that. In a 40-foot cube within range. So I guess I'm choosing the creature. I don't have to choose each head.
Right.
You're not within range.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Now, because it has 5 heads, it has advantage on saving throws.
Son of
Against, this is a spell, so it does not have advantage on saving.
Yes. I've
This
done
does
it.
not.
Is it within range of?
Yeah, it's exactly within range. I just counted it.
man.
Yeah. So unless this is a condition that blinds, charms, deafens, frightens, stuns, or knocks it unconscious, it does not do any of those things. Correct?
It is a spell that does not
Great.
do those things.
Okay. What's the DC I'm looking for?
15?
13 plus 0.
Whoa!
Got him.
Nice.
Not wise. Slow.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
you are slow.
As you pull out your, do you use material components or do you use
This
a
is
spell focus?
I use my my actual like Azorius journal as my
cool. As your spell focus.
Yeah,
Sure.
it has some pouches in it for material, but this
Dope.
one has a drop of molasses for
Yes.
this one. So an affected target's speed is halved.
Nice.
It takes a -2 penalty to AC and Dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions.
Dang.
Dang.
On its turn, it can use
Can't use reactions. That's one of the best things about the Hydra.
Yes.
That's kind of a huge
Thank
thing.
you.
On its turn, it can use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Oh, does this mean they're laughing in slow-mo?
That's kind of horrifying.
Wow. Okay. Well, all of that happens. Do I have? How long does that last for?
I wasn't even done.
Oh, Jesus.
There's so much more.
But wait,
Regardless
there's
of the
more.
creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or range attack per turn. Which I assumed it made more than one.
It made as many bite attacks as it has heads.
Cool.
So
That would've been bad.
not terrible.
This is a concentration spell, lasts 1 minute.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn.
Wisdom at the end of turn. Wiz at end of turn. Nice.
did
Nice
you have,
turn. Slow.
Okay.
It's a third level spell.
Yes.
It's pretty
Brutal.
Yeah.
good.
Good turn. Good spell. As you watch the Hydra begin to make its way down, all the snaky heads moving independent of each other, and they sort of
Matrix.
matrix a bit. Yeah.
I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it did. Let's move. Let's go.
Okay. It is now the Muppet Babies' turn. The Hydra Babies,
dreams come
for those of you playing along at home, I'm going to use a swarm.
Wait, wasn't I ahead of them?
oh,
no, 10
no,
is babies.
the 10 is babies.
Hydra 7, sorry.
That's for babies.
Some baby town.
Sorry, I'm using Swarm of Poisonous Snakes for these stats. They are going to move in your direction.
Of course they are.
And I would have you make 3 animal handling checks.
Okay.
To see
That's gonna
which
be
of
fun.
these are going to attack you.
All.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Let's say that.
My
Scratch their bellies.
My animal handling isn't terrible, actually, so.
Control.
Okay, so the first one was a dirty 20.
Great.
Then I've got a natural 20.
Jeez, okay.
Hey.
And then I have a critical fail.
Oh, checks out.
So 2 of the Hydra babies, and you watch them come up, and they're, terrier-sized, except for that they've got, sand vipers for a head.
Yeah.
Like 5 sand vipers for a head, and have a crocodile body. And 2 of them come up to you, and they go... And they sort of purr and hiss and slither and are like sort of just investigating what you're trying to do. The third one is unhappy that you're in its bed.
Fair.
It's going to attack you
Okay.
with a natural 1.
Yes.
Yay.
So they go snap, 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 and nothing happens.
And then it falls down the hill and dies.
We're too top heavy. We haven't figured it out yet.
We're just children.
Wow. These things are mean too, so good on you for avoiding that. It is now Velma's turn.
Okay. Velma is gonna grab the egg
Sure.
and dash.
Now you've already grabbed the egg.
Okay, so I already have
Right,
it. Cool.
yeah,
Can I
that's
dash?
true.
Because I was gonna run.
You're gonna dash.
But if I can dash, I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
'cause-
So the one that doesn't like you still doesn't like you.
Okay.
The natural 20, I'm just gonna let ride forever.
Okay.
Roll one more animal handling check.
Sure.
To see if this one changes its mind.
Okay. This Matt. That is gonna be That's gonna be an 18.
18 works.
Cool.
So one of them is gonna snap at you as you run away.
Okay.
12.
Does not hit.
All right. Snap, 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 snap. Does not hit you.
So I can go 60 feet.
You can.
Cool. So let's see here. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Cool.
We can just like dip out of here.
You guys just see Velma
It is
coming at you
now
hot. Like,
the Hydra's turn. The Hydra is slowed. 5.
oh, and as a bonus,
10. Yes, sorry. Nope, go ahead.
As a bonus action, I'm going to command like my unseen servant, who's within 60 feet of me,
Yeah.
to grab a second egg and run as well,
Oh, okay.
because that's also like a distraction and nothing else.
Sure.
And it can move.
And it has an armor class as well, right?
It has an armor class of 10. It's also invisible, but it has an
so
armor class of
disadvantage.
10. And
misses.
It misses it. Okay, and
5 and a 2.
it can move up to 15 feet. And I don't think that it can dash. So
Okay.
it could wait. Yeah, I don't. Well, I guess I could command it to dash. That'd be a simple command, wouldn't it?
I'm going to use my little stone turtle here.
Okay.
This is your.
Yeah. I would say this turn.
Well, this one. So this one did not have an egg in its hands.
I would say
This one would
I
need to make a
say-
strength
I'm gonna
check
say.
to pull another egg out.
Okay.
So let's roll another strength check.
Okay.
For the unseen servant.
Okay.
Or which I guess would be your
Well, that would
Arcana.
actually be an 18.
Great. So it gets it.
I don't think it can dash though because it used
Right.
its action to pull the
5,
egg. So
10, 15. The
yeah.
attack does not
But it's still
happen.
within
It
60
has an
feet
egg.
of me.
Both you and your unseen servant now have. Did you name your unseen servant, by the way?
Not this time around because I was too busy grabbing eggs.
It is now the
His name
Hydra's
was Egbert.
Egbert.
Yes.
Perfect.
Eggs on the brain.
Egg.
Because I control the unseen servants are controlled psychically, so I don't really think she needs to.
So
be
the Arcana
as-
check is
yeah.
how I'll handle that. Okay. It is now the Hydra's turn. The Hydra.
Wait,
It
I
is
thought
now-
the Hydra was on a 7.
The Hydra is on a 7.
I'm on a 9.
Oh, you're on a 9. I apologize. I skipped you.
Oh, you skipped for me too. Sorry.
I apologize. So
And because you were skipped, just
I win! I
Automatic success.
win! Yay!
Yeah, go ahead. Apologies.
Could I do this thing, since I am a centaur, my movement is 50, which is pretty neat.
Yes.
Could I go and just like run to Velma and pick her up and bring her back to where I am?
10, 15.
Can I just like
do that?
like a kitten, like grab the like a piece of cloth or the
So-
nape of your neck and just throw you on my
Alright,
back?
50,
and-
50 gets you here.
Okay.
So then if you dash, would you dash? You're 10 feet from Velma.
I don't know what dash is.
So dash would be using your action to move again. So
We
what
would put me up then,
the other
so-
thing that you could do is you could hold your action to dash,
Okay.
which means waiting for Velma to get to you, essentially.
Oh, so dash is just a synonym for double movement?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So the way that D&D action economy works is you have an action, you have a move, and you have a bonus action.
No, sorry. I've played D&D for a decade.
No,
I've
no,
just
I'm-
never
I'm
called-
also
I've
explaining-
just never called
No, it's
dash
fine.
before. just
I
called
also
it double
sometimes
movement.
like explaining to the audience. I'm not trying to. I'm not
Okay, I
trying
was
to D.
like, hold on.
I'm not trying to D&D explain. I know.
We rolled
Hold
dice to
on.
determine.
No. That was not my intent.
Yeah.
That was not my intent.
A
I
lot
apologize.
of our viewers are Magic people and not D&D people. So
Right,
they
okay.
always know.
Which is why I was trying. Yeah, I apologize. I
I've just
didn't. I
never
didn't
called
mean
it
to
that.
D&D explain. So you're 10 feet away from Velma.
Okay.
What would you like to wait there for her to join you, or would you like to dash and try to?
Well, I thought the double movement would be enough to get there and back, so yeah. I
So the
guess I'll
double
just
move
hold.
would get you there and partway back, but you couldn't use an action to like scoop her up.
Right. Well, then I'll just hold the action there, and then with my free action, just let you know that you can
Cool.
pop
Well, you
on
actually
board
moved
when you're ready.
before me in the lineup because we actually
Oh,
screwed
right.
that up because I'm actually
Scrubbed
a 7.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Well, at some point,
So you'll be able to
somewhere,
snatch me
I
probably.
told you to
yeah,
get
exactly.
on board. Yeah.
Yep.
It's all chaos. It's all happening
Yeah.
simultaneously, basically.
So the end result would have been this situation. I
Yeah.
just had it backwards, and I apologize for that.
Hooray!
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because if that had happened in the right order, you would actually have been able to dash to me, so I could have caught up with you before I got to where we were.
So yeah, you could have dashed up to here.
Yeah, and I could have caught her before that happened. But
So if you would like for that
But
to
then
happen,
you guys would have been stuck over
you would
there.
have been over here.
We would have been over there. I think it's fine.
okay, I think
Yeah,
we're
it's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
This will work.
All right, top of the round, Astaroth.
Oh, the Hydra never
You
went.
Astaroth. The Hydra didn't end up moving.
Don't
So,
remind him about
5,
that.
10,
I have a ready to action!
15, and that's, I believe that they only move normally. They only move 30 feet.
Would you say that's
Yeah.
within 60 feet of me?
5, 10, 15. That's certainly within 60 feet of you.
I'm confused because they're moving as if it's an even plane, but you said they're 50 feet up.
Right, so they're like climbing down a plane right here.
Okay.
So they're kind of at an angle from you, so charging isn't really gonna work.
Oh.
Because they're
I
coming
can't dash
down
at
the
'em?
mountain. It would require an athletics check with a very high DC to charge.
I'll try anyway. I want to fight something.
Okay.
You fought your dad, man.
I know, and it wasn't satisfying.
No.
It never
Even if
is.
it's a 5-headed crocodile beast. So we'll do your charge. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. Yeah, because well, specifically what I'm doing is the goring rush.
Yes.
Which lets me do my dash and then
Yes.
attack at the end of it. So we'll do
Are we all just trying to run away and he's
Yes.
trying to
Athletics,
fight it?
right?
Okay.
Athletics.
Exactly
That's
what's
our
happening.
He's
Astro.
showing up for his
that's
damage.
a 26.
That works.
Wait,
You're
don't-
able
don't
to
you
get
get-
up there.
On 19, don't you get a crit on 19?
Yeah, but
For
this
a-
is just for the athletics roll.
Right.
Okay.
So so you're
help you out.
there.
You're right though.
Go ahead and make an attack roll against the Hydra.
Yeah, so Astaroth just like
Oh, I get to make a wisdom save also.
Astaroth
Yes.
does the full. Okay, wait. Here's how it starts too. As the Hydra starts moving towards it, since he put his axe down,
Yeah.
he kicks his axe with his foot and kind of flips it in the air and catches it, and then just goes and does his like bull rush, and
Cool.
then just runs at the Hydra,
Dope.
and then bam, attack.
Okay.
We have a -2 to AC.
No.
Yes.
Well, yes, you're right. No.
-2 to my AC.
Not you.
Oh, to its AC. I thought you were saying.
Not you.
Never mind.
Sorry.
And it doesn't have a great AC to begin with.
Well, let's see if I can hit it.
Ooh!
I can.
You
I can
can hit it.
That's a natural 20.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a lot of damage.
Down, down, down. Hydra going down.
Okay, that's really nice.
I liked it too.
So I assume I do damage.
Yes, you certainly do.
Okay, so normally it's 1d8 plus 4. Now it will be 2d8, right? Yeah, that's how crits work.
Yep. With the Goring Rush,
That's a 1, but I get to reroll
because
ones.
you're a champion.
I have no idea what that is.
Yep, you can keep it or not.
I won't because I
Looks
don't
like
know
an
what
8
it
from
is.
here.
I can't tell. It was a 7. I should have kept it.
Ah.
I didn't know. It's a 2. So I do 11 damage
11 damage. Alrighty.
with my battle axe.
Great. Anything else?
You know, that's actually, yeah. You know what? I'm friggin' pumped. So I'm gonna action surge.
Perfect.
Wait. Don't you get 2 attacks now?
Yes, but that's my bonus action attack from my Goring
Oh,
Rush.
from your Goring Rush.
That let me use the dash in it. So yeah, I run up to it. I'm just like, come on, you 5-headed son of an orc! Or I don't know what's a
Great.
good.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I like it.
maybe orcs exist here.
Did he say orc?
What's in art?
Orcs are in Magic. I don't know if they're in Ravnica. Okay, so this is another attack. I'm gonna take my 2 attacks on it now.
Yep.
So that is a 5 plus 7, which is 12.
12's not going to hit.
Second attack. That's cocked.
Yeah, it's cocked.
I wanted to just. Oh boy, I'm just kind of flailing now that I'm up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one misses too, but he just like kind of wildly swings the axe.
Yep. But the horns hit right dead center in the Hydra, but as you are sort of in there, you're even just too close to be able to hit anything, sort of trying to clear the brush above you, and the heads are just kind of staying out of the way.
Yeah, Astaroth is just
It's
flailing.
like the worst pinata situation ever.
Yes. And if you win, you get covered in blood.
I think
Yeah,
you
which is the
probably
same.
do have 5 more feet of movement, I think was what you had. Because you had 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Well,
30, 35, 40.
I have a whole other move
Oh, okay.
because I
Sure.
used action surge, so I could I get like an extra turn basically.
Okay, you've horned a Hydra.
But I'm
Let's
not going to disengage.
go.
It can't use reactions. Keep in mind.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
like being
Stay
engaged
right
with
there.
Wait,
Hydra
is he
for
in
a
the
bit.
cube you made now?
Does that?
The
No.
cube you made?
No.
No.
This was the only animal that got caught in the slow, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like what's in it is then affected.
Right.
He can't
It goes
get
out.
up in it
okay.
later. Okay.
Right. can't get transferred to it.
Plus, it moved out of it, I think, a little bit.
Senior
Oh, I thought the
is
key
down
would've
there.
followed it for
That
some
might
reason.
have. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it says anything like that.
Senior says that's a supremely bad idea. You should. Okay, well, that's
I'm so
apparently
proud
my
of
son.
Why, you don't want me to hurt your pet, Dad?
Sort of.
Oh, that's
Your real son!
That's how I did it. Yeah, this-
Vice versa is more. Oh, we're all right.
Your real son, this lady Hydra.
I guess we're doing this now, and seeing his son, whom he's not seen in several decades, take on this animal that he has a tenuous peace with,
He turns
has
on his
to
dog.
make a decision.
Oh boy.
What is he gonna do?
The estranged father always picks the new family.
Yeah, we'll make a. Let's do a random decision. All right. Indeed, does decide to protect his family.
Which family? But which one? He could be telling a lie.
Tune in next week.
He will cast.
Is this a Dragon Ball Z RPG? I love that.
Where is it?
I go Super Saiyan.
He's going to cast Call Lightning. He's going to cast Call Lightning at 3rd level.
Oh, he can call lightning, but he can't call his son, huh? Sick.
Well, phone's done.
Well, now he's not going to do it.
He's going to cast Go for Smokes.
Yep. So each
You guys
creature,
went out on a raid for tobacco. And
this creature
never
is going to
came
have to
back.
make a dexterity save. 12 plus 1, 13. And the save DC, I think, was 14 or 15. Let me check. Save DC is 14. So the Hydra does not make its save, which means that it is going to take 3d10 of lightning damage.
Yowza.
3, 9, 6. So 3 plus 9 is 12, plus 6 is 18 lightning damage. As a small centralized storm cloud of air appears directly above the Hydra, and a lightning bolt crashes down on the Hydra, and the cloud remains ready to give another burst of lightning because it's a concentration spell up to 10 minutes. So it's going to take 18 of your finest damages. It's going for so 140. And because it's taken more than 25 damage in a turn, one of the heads is torn off. Let's see if I can get
Torn?
is
By the lightning?
burnt off.
Blinded
I don't know how to take this thing off.
I don't think they come off.
Do they not?
I don't know. I just don't want you to break it.
Well, anything
don't wanna break
can come
it.
off if you
Okay.
try hard enough.
They
Okay.
do not move. Okay.
Stop.
This has four heads
Yeah, that's
right
someone
now.
being Dom, who's
Dom-
in chat.
This Hydra has
Stop.
4 heads right now.
Dom, can you get us a knife, please?
Tutoru, it's your turn.
I rage
Okay, just pull.
IRL and I pull out.
I'm gonna move 30 feet, kind of diagonally, I guess,
way?
so that they're
5, 10,
hopefully
15,
both
20,
in 30 feet.
25,
That's great.
30.
We could
Why
just
is
stop
everyone
right
going
there.
towards the Hydra?
Yeah. All right.
There's a certain Zenishikwa.
Just can't resist. I need to pet it. Give it belly scratches.
It is really cute.
It is a monstrosity, technically.
Goofy looking.
It is a cute
That looks
monstrosity.
like it's high.
I'm kind of like in awe. I can't
Right.
I'm like trying to analyze it, but still like pay attention to the group as well.
Right?
And then I hit my staff on the ground and whisper the magic words and cast Bless. And so the tree plant vines go to Astaroth,
Dáithí, yeah.
Dáithí, and Astaroth's paw.
And
Oh, I'm
Senior?
just outside of it, huh?
Yeah,
Cool.
wait, actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, you are.
Aw.
Okay.
Yep, and they are hashtag blessed for.
So they are blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hooter pizza! Oh yeah, I did.
Nice. Love it. It's the photo of the faces of the goofy Hydra.
Oh,
So
God.
stupid.
I just think they're all laughing.
Tutoru, do you have any other actions?
No.
Okay.
So many spells.
Lucian.
Crap.
Hello. It's my
It
turn.
is your turn.
Okay, it's still slowed.
It is.
Astaroth, are you going to continue to hit this thing?
That's the plan!
Can I change your mind?
Bad plan.
Can I change your mind? Please?
Are you just like having a conversation about this?
It's a yes or no.
Look, just get out!
Okay. I guess I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on the Hydra.
Great. This is a save?
No, I believe this is an attack roll from me. I just want to check the range. It is 120. Cool.
Yep, you're good. You're good back
Oh,
there.
boy.
I can handle it!
I guess I'll cast it at second level.
Cool.
Okay, so... range spell attack. I'll just do it here. Yeah, that's going to be a no. That's a 2. I'm not going to do the math on
Not
that.
gonna do it.
I'll just waste it. Great. Okay. Would have been real helpful if I did it. Everybody run! Let's run. Let's run away. We got the egg.
That's what we're working on.
90% of us are trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much been the plan.
Astrohawk.
We do have 2 other things to get.
So I'm just going to back up a little.
Okay. It is now the snake baby's turn.
Ding dong snake babies.
The Hydra baby's turn. One of them is gonna. I guess they're kind of done here.
Well, there's still the unseen servant.
They could
fall
chase
asleep.
down the unseen servant.
That was
One
kind
of
of-
them.
that was kind of
One of
Velma's
them will
plan.
chase down the unseen. Actually, none of them like the unseen servant. Now that I think about it, so they will all chase down the unseen servant.
How can they see it?
Well, they see an egg floating
They
through
see
the
an
air.
egg, so they'll chase the egg.
They don't
then-
have object permanence yet.
That's true.
That doesn't make any sense.
So they're gonna have to determine. So they're probably just gonna snap at the egg to try to get the unseen servant to drop the
Okay.
egg.
Yeah.
So that's just gonna be grapple checks.
Okay.
Is what that's gonna be.
Yeah.
I need your unseen servant to make. Does it have any strength?
You're covering up the
stats?
funniest part of
Yeah.
the picture.
Yeah, it does.
I thought it would be see-through, but it's
Let me just
not.
double check that. I think I
They
just had
roll
it on
pretty
my...
low. They're not
Hang
super
on.
strong.
It has a strength of 2.
Yeah.
So let's see here. That's a 6. That's going to be an 11. No, sorry, 8. 6 and 8 and a natural 20.
To try to hold on to the egg.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay, so
Well, you said make strength checks. So I make strength checks. I don't know
So
what's happening.
the 6 is gonna drop the egg.
Okay.
Why did you make 3?
I don't know.
Because there were three folks running.
I thought all 3 things were attacking it, so it was making
Right.
3 different grapple checks.
Oh, okay.
So now one of the Hydras has knocked the egg out of its hand.
Okay.
That's all that's happened
Okay.
on that animal's turn.
It's like a basketball pickup game.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's sort of rolling down this hill at
Okay.
this point. Dáithí.
Well, I've readied. But you're not actually after me. So
I am
or you're
supposed
not
to be
actually
after you.
You're not
Yeah.
actually before me.
Yeah.
Would you like to swap them?
You could.
No, I could just pick her up. I'll just
You could
I'll
just ready an
If you-
action for
well,
when
no,
she gets
now
to
she
you.
can move enough that she could grab me and.
Right.
Right.
Oh, but if you ready an action, you can get your whole dash if you wait for me to jump on your back.
Okay, I'll just wait for that.
Yeah, because I'm next anyway.
Cool.
Because if I move to you and then pick you up, I can't do my double movement. so-
Right.
Right.
Velma and Egbert.
I'm gonna jump on. Well,
Great.
Yeah.
So you've held your action.
Okay, if I jump on her back,
Yeah.
and she runs off of me, Egbert will disperse.
Will
Because if I
disperse.
go within
Okay.
60 feet of him, he's gone.
Cool.
So that's all I'm at this point because he's already dropped the egg.
So you can make
He's worthless.
you can make an athletics check at advantage.
Okay.
To make sure that you are able to grab hold.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have a saddle or
Yeah.
anything. I'm covered in bones.
Might be a little
That's
spiky.
a quick fail on the first one, so let's see how the second one goes. Okay, that one's gonna be a 13.
I was almost a 1.
13's good enough, and you're able to take your turn.
Great. I double move, which is 100 feet.
Oh my gosh, I love seeing Velma.
She makes those noises as she's running by.
You're up there. You're up
I
there
love
with
that
Lucy.
Those are the traditional songs of her people.
It is now
The skull bleachers.
the Hydra's
It's her
turn.
anthem.
Yeah.
Velma is loving it. She's like, I'm running a
Did you want to
centaur.
do anything else?
She's riding a centaur with an egg. What else is she gonna do?
You've got it.
Wait. I was supposed to get another turn. Because I readied a move for when it moved. It moved, and that was my first
Correct.
turn. And then I should have gone at the top of the initiative
Sure.
order next time still.
All right. So take 2 turns.
So can I take... Yeah.
Just time walk, no big deal.
Just do it.
Time walk.
It's slowed. We missed the attack. I screwed up the initiative enough times.
This was a confusing initiative, to be fair.
It was a weird initiative, that's for sure. So go ahead and do a turn.
All right. Astaroth takes 2 attack. And Astaroth does notice that you guys are like leaving. He's not like completely tunnel visioned.
We also multiple people have yelled it.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
God, I cannot roll well. Okay,
Let's run.
first attack just flails wrong and misses again. The second, however, is much better.
Yep.
So that's a 24.
You said the second. You're blessed.
You're blessed, yeah.
Ooh.
What was the first one? What
It
did
was
you
a
roll?
3
It was
on
like
the
a
dice.
3. It wasn't
Plus?
good.
Plus what?
7. So.
And you rolled you 4.
And then roll a d4.
If you can get, I think you have
AC's
50% chance, right?
Okay, it's a 4.
Yeah.
So-
you rolled a 14.
Hooray!
So that hits.
Nice.
Because it's slowed, its AC is normally 15, but it's slowed, so it's 13 right
Okay.
now. So both of those hit.
And I'm using 2 hands on this now.
Okay.
So, which I probably should have done last time, but I forgot to roll the right damage. So the first hit is 10 damage,
Okay.
and the second hit is 16 damage.
Damn.
And then I will take my
Next turn.
next turn.
Now we're back in regular order.
Right. Yes. Now we're back in regular order, and I will take 2 more attacks on him. One is I'm blessed.
Yep.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
You are.
Okay, so yeah, that's a 16. It does 12 damage,
Okay.
and then final attack on him.
And you're blessed.
Blessed. So that's a 15.
That hits.
15 hits.
Bring in the pain.
All right. Okay, and that does 10 damage.
Cool. Big and easy to hit and slowed.
Just
Unleashing a ton of damage on this thing. It does take off another head.
Yeah.
Ooh. Where's
So
that knife?
So yeah, Astaroth basically is just like, "Argh!" Just like pulls his horns out of it and then just starts hacking away with the thing and is just like, "Argh! How you like that? Take that, you big multi-headed bastard!"
It is
Technically,
so now it's the bottom of the initiative with the Hydra because
It
that
has
would
a
have been the
guy.
top of the initiative with Astaroth. So that the Hydra does get a turn right now.
We don't know that.
It only has one attack because it's still slowed.
Guys, maybe I
Attack
should.
It rolls a natural 1 on its one attack
Maybe we should
because it's
just fight
still
it now,
slowed.
because like we've like enchanted this thing to death.
Yeah,
at this
it's
point.
still slowed. It has lost heads. However, at the end of its turn, not only does it get to make a Wisdom save, which it rolls a 1 on. We're gonna put this dice away.
Yes. I'm the best at spells, yeah.
But at the end of its turn, it grows 2 heads for each of the heads that died
Yeah, we should just
since its last turn, unless it's taken a specific kind of damage since its last turn and
I bet it's fire.
regains 10 hit points.
You gotta
for
solder
each.
that neck
Yeah.
close.
So
You were
it
saying
now
something
has
about, let's go ahead and kill it.
7 heads. So now it has 7 heads.
Oh, that's right. I remember something about that in the books. Yeah, we should leave.
It's a good time.
Wait, what kind of damage was the lightning damage?
The lightning damage, I believe, was not thunder damage.
Oh.
Something like that.
I don't know. Let me take a look. Call lightning.
Well, either way, when
It's
Astaroth
actually lightning damage.
Oh, okay, literally.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Literal
Astaroth
actual
sees a
lightning.
second head kind of come out of it, and despite his enthusiasm for this fight, I think he is kind of the thrill of needing to hit something is wearing off a little bit.
As he now sees what he's up against.
Yeah.
So you did your turn,
Everyone's abandoning
Astaroth.
him.
Did you want to move?
Again.
Yes.
Okay. Where are you moving?
Because
We have them.
So yeah. Astaroth, after he cuts the head off, he's and he'll turn and look at the rest of the group and
that are
Growing
running away.
more! It's growing more heads.
Ugh, this is bad news.
I'm riding a centaur.
We're not done!
I have a name.
Astaroth
No.
will turn and head. Well, Astaroth points at
You don't know either.
Yes, I do.
Astaroth turns and points at his dad and says like,
We're not done!
but then he turns and heads towards Tuturu probably.
Okay.
Come on. This way.
6. It is going to be Senior's turn. Senior will walk to you and in one hand holding the staff and in the other hand has a shawl and a necklace and holds them out to you. I can hold it off. and then turns away from you and stands right there. Tutoru.
What are they saying?
Yeah, probably said that in Minotaur, which is giant, if anyone speaks giant.
Nope.
I do.
So you.
What are they saying?
Okay, yeah, let's go. I'm gonna double move.
Okay.
Now, does double move mess up concentration or no?
No.
Cool.
And then the only relevant folks back on the battlefield are the Hydra, which moves 5, 10, 15. And Astaroth.
So Astaroth will watch his father like heading towards the Hydra and just say,
Don't you die here. We're not done talking.
No promises.
All right. I'll take what I can get.
and then Astaroth will turn around and double move to find everybody else.
And as you
was a
sprint
second egg
off,
that
you
anyone-
all see the call lightning hit the. You see your father back off a little bit as the slow. Does the slow spell have a range?
No, it's affected for a minute.
Cool.
So maybe
So,
3 more turns. No, 7 more turns, sorry.
Astaroth Senior will continue to land call lightning on the Hydra and cast a myriad of other spells. You see a thorn whip at one point as you are all moving off. Velma with an egg in hand.
She gives it to Tutoru immediately. Like, you're better to carry this than me.
That's-
I'm not good with
It's true.
children.
Oh,
Oh, no, you're fine.
End of that encounter.
Nice.
Tutoru probably got a very good grade on that home ec project. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I took care of my egg, it turned into a Hydra.
Checkpoint reached.
Woo!
I make 2 saves. This damn party.
All right, well, we got that one over with. All that's left is a kitty cat and some dead trees.
What a kitty cat.
Astaroth,
Scat.
are you okay, my friend?
Yeah. Sorry I lost a bit of control back there. I know I'm a Wojak now, I'm supposed to be above that sort of thing. But that was a little surprising, honestly.
So what exactly happened? We heard some of it through the earpiece, but
That guy down there is my dad.
Well, that was quite a distraction then.
Well, should we go back and do
help
something?
him?
It's your father.
I don't know, I think we kind of connected, but I don't want to ruin it now, you know? Got a few punches in, we fought a Hydra together a little bit.
You punched your dad?
3 times. Yeah.
I'll just never understand you.
I get it.
I actually feel a lot better now. Hey, if he's anything like me, he'll be fine. We gotta get these other things. Solve this whole Guildpact thing he's got us doing. Then I'll go find him and get some answers.
Okay, charred bark. Should we do that next?
Right, yeah, this way.
Yep. So you also add to your inventory Astaroth shawl and mother's necklace.
You add egg.
And you can add
Egg.
Hydra egg.
Hydra egg.
I have egg.
Velma said a silent prayer for Egbert.
Uh,
We hardly knew you.
that was a tough combat. I'm glad you guys ran away from it.
Did you hop off or are you just chilling back?
I think Velma probably would know to hop off after a while. I think once out of danger, I think.
Right, it's not like a ride. It's like
Yeah,
it's a part of my body. So
Right.
that's very fair. I appreciate your safety during
So you
a time of
make
need.
your way to over into an area on the outskirts of the Samok stand, which are a bunch of
found an
pines and larches and things like that. Tall spruce trees and that kind of tree. No wide leaf kind of situation. The Samok stand, you had the option of going to before, so you sort of know. You definitely would know that this is it's highly high percentage of giant spiders and other spider-like entities live in this forest, and it is a bit of a dark wood. It is not a place that is often traveled tended to be avoided, but this is where the woads are. And as you make your way into through the wood,
Maybe now we'll find Astrok's brother.
right there you go.
He did.
Well, so was
Nobody.
your-
You thought you
so
were
was
was
Dad.
your father.
Yeah.
So were you, apparently.
You see a weaving path ahead of you. I would like a marching order.
Okay,
I
march.
suppose I'd be in the front.
Yeah,
since
she's the guide. That
I
makes
probably
sense.
know most where we're going.
I'd probably be followed up pretty closely just because I'm.
Because you love horse butt.
I'll be in the middle.
Yeah.
He thinks your back is an egress.
I guess
No,
I'll go
Because
next.
I found an egress in
And
the
then
middle of that.
Velma in the back.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So this is our marching order here, trying to separate it for the camera. You are making your way into, it's very thick wood, it's dark here. This is getting to be a little bit later in the afternoon at this point. Not windy, still quite cold, but certainly dangerous environs, lots of various different types of predators. I would say, did I have you make a survival check yet?
You didn't.
Okay, I would have you make a survival. Thank you.
16.
Great.
On a natural 1 on a survival check, you just die.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to drink water every
You would notice that this particular area of the Samok stand has very little spider activity. Which
Let's go. The spiders aren't around much here.
Oh, that's
I'm sorry?
Good.
good.
Yeah, good.
Sounds great.
They're real awful. Real pesky bunch. Those giant, vicious,
Oh.
evil, deadly spiders. Real pain in the arse.
I like this one.
as you emerge from a section here, you do begin to hear, before you can see anything, a rustle in the underbrush as a creepy-looking wood thing that looks a little bit like this. We'll say that you guys have scooted up to this portion.
Oh, it's waving hello.
Is going to pop out of the woods and attack one of you at random.
What?
Hooray!
Huzzah!
Because it has plant camouflage and can hide.
Ooh.
Unless, well, would anyone have, does anyone have like a really high passive perception?
Do they have a
do.
smell to them?
No. Smells like the woods. They have a pleasant cedar.
Darn it.
I'm like the woods.
Did you have, you had something?
Yeah, I've got I'm proficient in perception, so
Okay.
I might.
Yours
Yeah,
is probably higher
I'll
than-
say if you have proficiency in perception, I'll let you make a roll for
My
it.
passive is 15.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Ooh, well, never mind.
Okay, so 15 would be the highest. Are you proficient in perception? Anyone? Okay, so you do hear it coming. And so, well, we'll see if it can hide until the last second. Yeah, it can hide until the last second. It's going to pop out and attack. That's a 6. There aren't 6 of you. 3. It's going to attack Tutoru right here in the middle.
Bring it on.
Yes, highest AC, go.
Yeah, seriously.
Right there. So, let's roll a surprise attack here real quick. 5 plus 7 is 12.
No.
Okay, so it misses with its first attack. It does get a second attack with its club.
These would be an advantage if
8.
they're hidden.
Oh, for surprise?
I'm so sorry.
Sure, no, it's fine. So this would be 15.
I'm so sorry.
The narc.
Rob
He's
the
already
narc.
a narc.
That's what I do!
15's the
It
highest.
bounces off.
Okay. Then the next one is 14 plus 7.
These like pebbles hitting me.
21.
That one hits.
Okay, 21 is going to hit.
Barely.
Barely.
It's fine.
And it is going to pierce your skin with a number
Oh no.
of,
You got my thick hide?
of needles. Well, it's going to poke at you, and it's certainly going to do a little bit of damage.
Do anything?
You can only
I think
find
it's only
one
it's
of
just
these
natural
D4s right
immersive. It's
now.
not
Oh,
wearing
that,
it.
so it's already incorporated in your AC.
Yeah.
2, 8. You take 12 bludgeoning damage as a big club made of bark hits you. And you see a little beastie that kind of looks like this right here,
Aw.
popping out of the woods.
Aw.
This
Ooh,
guy right
please
here.
explain.
And he hits you with that wooden club, and now we can roll initiative.
Oh my
We're finding so many cute things this session.
God. Laughing hydras, astrox. scared.
Good. Ooh, yeah. Ain't nobody hitting my tutaroo.
Above 20.
21.
21! But you have a higher dex, for sure.
I have a +2.
I have a +1.
20 to 15.
I thought you might have much higher.
I thought you'd think so.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
Now, charisma's my big stat.
I got a 12. I got 11.
Uh, 10 to 5.
7.
7.
Were you 7 last time as well? No, you were 9.
I was 9. I rolled a 7.
Right.
I had my initiative.
You see this beast pop out of the woods and hit at you from inside of the trees here. Each of these spots are themselves trees. And so this one is maybe 10 feet away from the nearest tree. The rest of this is kind of underbrush. This path is regular terrain. This counts as difficult terrain because of the thick underbrush. But the woodwode seems unaffected by the difficult terrain. Velma, you are up first.
I'm going to cast Bestow Curse on this creature.
Jeepers, what does that do?
Well, let's find out. Let it make a Wisdom saving throw.
Not a particularly wise creature. It rolls a 10.
Okay, that's definitely not going to do it.
Cool.
Okay, the curse that I am going to put upon it, while the curse, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn, doing nothing.
Jeez.
That is the curse of my life. Oh my god.
At the start of each of its turns?
At the start of each of its turns,
Wow.
it must make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, it cannot do anything on its turn.
Wow. Is that doesn't happen to be a charm?
Nope, that's a curse.
Cool. Well, that's great.
And that lasts for up to a minute, because they did not use
And
the
it's concentration?
prism. It is concentration.
Cool.
Yes.
Lucian.
Tutaroo, you all right?
Yeah, I'm
just
fine.
like-
It just hurt.
But like, how hurt?
No, I'm fine.
We are fighting something.
I'm okay for now. I'll be fine.
Okay, I think.
Worry about the others.
Can I look around to see if there's any more of these around, or is this the only one?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. What is that?
What do you want to use?
Oh, nat 20!
Perfect.
Sweet.
You look around. You do not see any other. Oops. You do not see anything that looks like this. You do see two. Do I have them? I guess I didn't pull them out. But you do see two of the trees begin to sort of pull their roots out of the ground.
Great.
Who else threatens my Loxodon friend? And they're over there?
Yeah, it's going to be this one and this one are going to pick their feet up so
Hey,
they start moving.
Dudes, are we allowed to hurt these trees?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, their existence is a scar on Matsalesnia's eyes. We should get rid of them as soon as possible.
All right, sounds good.
All right, we're gonna pretend that this bear and this two-headed wolf are trees. And they
I
wake
use my
up.
imagination.
Oops, apologies. These are awakened trees.
Not to be
So that
confused
we are-
with treants.
Correct. Treants are much scarier.
So these aren't woads?
These
No,
do
that's
not
a woad.
appear to be woads.
Okay.
This is a woad.
Right.
This has legs and arms and a
Right.
shield made of roots. Those appear to actually just be trees that have lifted up. It's just an ordinary tree that has been given sentience.
But are they threatening us? Does it look
Not
like?
at present time.
They're just chilling.
Okay, well then I'm going to cast, using my Wand of Magic Missile, I'm going to cast Magic Missile on the Woad at, I'll use 4 charges.
Okay.
So I believe that's 6 darts.
Cool. So that's 8d4 damage. Oh, is it 6 darts?
6 darts, so
Okay,
64.
64.
I believe that's
Cool.
how that works. I could be wrong. So that is... it's 5 so far. I'll add 6 at the end. 11. So that is 16 plus 6. Oops, 22.
Cool.
22 force damage.
force damage as the woad
Yeah.
takes, and your bolts look like, do they look like the triangles of the Azorius?
Yes, yeah.
So purple flying bolts of Azorius law energy slam into the woad, and it is peppered with fire, with force justice
force justice.
All of them are like, illegal, illegal, illegal.
You're under arrest.
You assaulted
You're
me?
under.
And then I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know where to move here. I guess away from this thing.
Sure. So you are not in melee with it.
Great. So
where
I'm
would
gonna
you
move,
like to move?
Towards the edge of the road. Not all the way off the road, but yeah, but that way. Yeah, that's good. Right there. Great.
Right there.
Cool.
Perfect.
That's me.
Right next to the bramble, so whatever's in there can
Right.
grab you.
No.
The
Good idea.
awakened trees
What you tell me?
are gonna go. They are particularly slow. They will move
I thought they weren't threatening.
10 feet.
Maybe they're just curious and they want to say hi.
Do trees,
are you guys up
do trees give hugs to True?
hurting a wood, are
Some
you?
do.
Oh, that would be bad.
Tutoru, it's your turn.
Awesome. But
You do see, well, you're really in the face of this woad right now, which does not look very happy.
All up in
As its pupilless eyes peer at you
poor
angrily.
creature.
I swear, I think everyone is saying road with eroticism. It's like, we're in the middle of the road.
I taught a wood woad.
Be very, very
The trees do not have faces. The trees do not have any, you don't feel hatred from them. But in fact, make a nature check with advantage.
Oh, they're gonna come give us a hug.
20. Oh, well, that's 20.
tree huggers.
And that's a 5. So I'll go 20.
You can
I guess.
you can feel these trees. You can sense them as they move, as if you're not even looking at them, but you can sense that there are beings of the woods and of nature behind you.
And they don't feel hostile.
No, not to you. They are sort of
Everyone else.
so you can't really tell what they're thinking. They don't seem to be hostile towards you or your party or the
Okay.
woad. They appear to just be moving
Okay.
to investigate what's happening because there's fighting happening now.
Okay. And then, I'll keep that in mind. And then with the woad, would I know, like, how we get burnt char from them? Like, something I want to keep in mind before I attack it? Is that something I would know?
Yeah, you need the bark of this wood woad,
Okay.
right? So all you need is bark off of this animal. You do know that to char it, it would need to be fire damage, and beings of the forest are particularly vulnerable to fire.
Yes. Okay. Great.
Fire!
All right. Well, I'm going. I forgot. Remind me. If I cast a spell in range of it, am I going to take an attack?
The spell would be cast at disadvantage if you
Oh.
are within melee range.
Okay.
Unless it's a touch spell. If you're trying to cast a ranged
bless.
spell, a bless.
Yeah.
I don't think that bless would do anything. I think that you can probably just cast bless.
Great.
If you're not trying to shoot a gun at it at close range, then yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Oh, you have the gun spell?
Yeah, but I just didn't prepare it today.
Cool.
All right. So same thing. Hit the staff on the ground. Blessing. Astaroth. Dáithí.
Yeah.
Dáithí.
Daithí.
Dáithí.
How do you spell that?
Daithí.
And Velma.
Diethhi.
Yay, I am blessed.
There's an
I am
accent on
blessed.
the day.
I am blessed. I don't think it does much good for me, but
Okay.
let's see what happens.
Sweet. And then
Yeah, Velma Sweet. That's my name.
Yep.
Don't wear it out.
I'm not sure what's going on right now, but for now just focus on the woad. I don't think the other things are here to harm us. Possibly. 90% sure.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Maybe your dad is here. That's Tutoru.
Not that funny.
Do
It's
you
a little
really think
funny.
that's possible? I don't know what happened to them. I haven't
Oh my god, if everyone meets. Is this Mamma Mia?
Yeah, right? This is the Mamma Mia episode of the
Pia.
Broken Pact. Astaroth, it's your turn.
I will hit the woad.
Great.
Jack, hit the woad, Jack.
Oh my god.
You are a Wojak.
Oh, I wish I wasn't.
You are a Wojak. So you're going to have to scoot up into melee.
Yep.
It is also engaged with another character, so you have advantage on this attack.
I will whack it twice.
Great.
There's
Not in the box.
That's yeah.
Do you know the
Rerolling
thing
that. I don't know what it
from
was.
I should have moved away.
Okay, so that's a 17.
17 does not.
With the bless.
Oh, but it's
With the
it's
bless.
With the bless.
bless and advantage, right?
Bless and advantage, yeah.
So I guess I'll just roll the bless once.
Yeah, roll them both.
All right.
You roll the bless once.
Okay.
And you roll the regular one
The
twice.
bless is a 4. Hooray!
Okay.
And the next one is a 16
Plus 4.
plus 4, 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Hooray! Okay, then I will roll my damage, which is 1d8 plus 7. I get to reroll that.
Yep.
Hooray! That's 14.
Okay. What type of damage is this?
This is slashing damage.
Cool.
And then I will take my second attack.
You sure will.
Oh boy, that's not good, but still advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not great. So the next one is a 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay, that's fine. One was fine.
As one axe chop does what it's designed to do and hits right into the wood, the next one, however, is deflected away by the shield.
This axe isn't designed for chopping trees.
It is now going to be the Woad's turn. The Woad is going to have to make a wisdom save at the start of its turn. 9 plus 1.
Nope, that does not do
Okay,
it.
well, it can't do anything in that case.
Yeah.
So what does it do instead? It's just like
It just is sort of frozen in place like a tree.
Ah, it's cursed.
I'm so
What
high
spells
right
then?
now.
Bestow curse.
Whoa.
And like
Bestow
bestow curse, you can basically like there's like 4 options here you can pick from, or basically anything you want it to do
As long
as
as-
the DM
yeah.
approves it.
Right.
As long as
That's
it's like
cool.
within like
It's
a
pretty
power
great.
range. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Daithí.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to move behind it here. 5, 10.
So this would be 5, 10, 15, 15, 20. Because it's difficult.
That's fine. I've got
difficult
movement for
terrain.
days.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
you do.
I'm trying to.
She does. I wrote it
Um,
down.
All right. That's right. And then I'm going to rage.
Nice.
And because I have my storm aura, when I rage, I'm automatically going to do 3 fire damage to
Ooh.
any creatures within 10 feet. So I'm trying to position myself so I'm not hitting
So you're
anybody.
not hitting anybody else.
Yeah.
So you would move here,
Sounds
and that
great.
would take up 35 of your movement.
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
50.
And you notice that the fire does looks like it's vulnerable to that type of damage.
Gotta char that baby up.
That's right.
Gotta char it up. So that's automatically 3 damage, and then
From
I'm
the
gonna.
Storm Herald aura. Cool.
Yes.
I'm just
yes,
stating
yes,
for my
yes.
own edification. Sorry.
It is. It is that thing you said. And then I'm going to go ahead and swing with my great axe once here. And that's 11 plus 4, 15. And then I get a plus 2 with my rage. So 17.
17 does not hit.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't rolling to hit for some reason.
Oh, you were rolling.
I
You
was
rolled
like-
it,
yeah, that's a D12.
I was like,
Yeah.
I automatically got 3 damage. So obviously I can already hit this
Right,
damage there.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're
so. Oh,
and you're
okay.
blessed.
You're blessed.
You're blessed. Which meaning I just get
You get
a
advantage on the.
D4.
Oh,
Yeah.
a D4.
A D4 added to your D20 roll.
So 14, 15, 16, 17. It definitely.
Yeah.
Plus 7.
Plus 7? 17 plus 7?
It definitely is.
24, 24 will hit.
Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. What? I rolled a 12 last time. How did this happen? That's okay. Because then that's going to do 4, 5, 6, 7 with my extra rage damage, and then I'm gonna do a second attack with my extra attack ability. Gosh, how did I roll 1? Do I get blessed on this?
Yep.
too?
Yep. Whenever you make an attack roll.
7, 8, 9. So 16.
16 does not hit.
Shoot!
As you position yourself behind the woad and are able to get a nice good crack in on its back, you notice that as you hit it, the bark is beginning to split and splinter as a result of the fire damage, which it really doesn't like, and it sort of arches its back. And the second hit, unfortunately, does not connect in a way that you want it to.
All right. Well, that's my turn. I'm gonna stay there.
All right. Top of the round, Velma.
I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers, which is not a concentration spell, so it needs to make another Wisdom saving throw.
That one it gets.
Okay. So I'm just gonna make it does not run because it passed the thing, but now I'm going to make 3d6, and it takes half of this.
Okay.
So let me get 2 of these. Okay, so far we're at 7 plus Oh, let me reroll that.
Oh wait, should I have gotten advantage in hitting it since it's engaged with somebody else?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry.
The 2 on the bluff.
It would apply the same with the so 13, 14, 15. So that'd be 22.
That would hit.
Okay.
So let's finish this one
Sorry.
first.
5 psychic damage.
5 psychic damage. All right.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15
Okay.
damage on the second attack.
So your second attack brings it, and it's a huge. You thought it didn't connect, but then it actually did.
I just hadn't
And
swung all the way through.
almost swing all the way through as you see it sort of begin to crumple under its own weight. At which point, Velma is able to send magical energy and waft it towards the woad. And the dissonant whispers deal the final damage
Ooh.
to the woad.
Right.
This is the first time that y'all have actually killed something this season.
Except for Astrock's hope of him having reconciling his father.
It's true. That's fair.
Dead.
Oh, decimated.
Womp womp. And as such, I would be curious for you to describe to me your story card here as you take down the second of your quarry.
Oh, well, I think that, like, I want to do it in tandem because she just did that awesome thing with the fire and stuff, so I think, like, that.
I super saiyaned a little bit.
Yeah. So, like, what did you do physically to it when you did that?
So I would have raged out behind it and sort of just like, you know, my eyes roll back in my head a little bit and my muscles tense with my axe in my hand and my muscles bulge and then yeah, I swing at it.
I think when you hit it, I think as it was like crumbling, Velma like pulled her fan out, flipped it around, and just kind of like blew it like a real quick kiss.
Ooh, yeah.
And like whispered as she did it, and then like it just like shattered, like the wood just like crumples.
Nice. And it crumples in on itself, and you now have a pile of woad here in front of you.
Nice, freshly charred.
Lucian, it's your turn.
Okay,
Since we're still in initiative.
but why? Like, for what reason, though? Like, that thing's dead. So I feel like we could just take it and run. No, those
We
trees
just
still
need
coming?
5 pieces.
Those trees are still coming? Oh, yeah, can we get 5 pieces out of this? Is it, like, enough?
You can definitely get 5 pieces out of it.
Okay. Then,
It's gonna take a couple of survival checks.
great.
Maybe
Then
5 of them.
my question is, do those trees count as humanoids?
They certainly do not. They are
Farts.
They are literally trees.
They are literally
They're
trees.
treeminoids.
Legit trees.
As we say.
Let's see
One,
what
two,
they count as.
three,
They are plants.
6, 7, 8.
I know, I said it.
Yeah, I'm.
There's
we
Sapper
do.
leaves.
Say that.
I also will say it.
Okay. I'm going to move back maybe 15 feet
By back, do you mean?
towards Velma. Maybe right next to Velma.
Okay.
And then-
Ixnay on the E5.
When do these trees move in initiative?
They go right after you.
Oh, great. Okay. So I want to ready slow and cast it when they're both within a 50-foot radius. Because I can only get one currently. So the range is 120, but I need to get both of them together in 40 feet. So if they move diagonally, I can do it.
Okay.
But if they don't, then I'm screwed.
They will begin to move towards you.
Great.
This one will move here, and this one will move
So
here.
that'll trigger it.
So that will trigger it.
So they both need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. I
15
imagine
is
they're
what they're
not
looking for.
wise. Yeah, 11 plus 0. 16, so one of them makes it. We'll say the bear makes it, the wolf one does not.
Okay, well, that's my trick. It's slowing people down. So let's get the bark and let's go.
And so that is their turn.
Well, they still get to go.
They still get to go, yeah.
Yeah.
And
The other
so,
one just has to stop at this point, I think, if they've already moved 15. Well, I don't know what their movement is.
and they will make a sound that sounds a bit like rustling leaves and snapping twigs. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
I do.
Anybody else?
Hey.
Oh, I do.
Do you? How many of you speak Sylvan?
I do not.
Do
Not
you?
I.
No.
Okay, just so you both
I speak
hear
like Goblin Minotaur.
the tree speaking. as if to say,
I'm your dad.
right, yeah.
I knew it!
I thought you were dead. Right. Why are you in our woods?
We are
Yes, perfect. Let's do it.
getting charred wood.
Why did you attack the wood?
It literally attacked us first.
It technically attacked me first.
You entered our woods. That is war.
We should leave.
Agreed.
I'm fine with that.
I'm sorry, we didn't mean to offend you. We will be leaving now.
I understand.
It's the easiest war we've ever fought.
The other one will be like, why
Because this one's extra slow.
did? Yeah, this one's just asking the same questions but
Sloth in
slow.
Zootopia.
I think you got lost here. You are not of the wilderness.
Wow, that's harsh.
I mean, technically I am. I'm Selesnian, but I could see what you mean by that. Possibly.
Selesnian.
I'm your dad.
Interesting. We were created by a Selesnian.
Oh, we might have to say just a little bit.
What?
What?
All right, well, Velma casts comprehend languages at this point if she wants to listen in on this.
Enter. This is the slow one. No, so,
Velma's just too nosy not to cast comprehend languages now, so she can hear.
Oh yeah, you guys don't know what we're saying at all. You just hear.
What's happening? Are we fighting the trees or not?
I don't know. I'm listening.
So they are
This is a
sort
good
of.
story.
This one is just going to stand like at attention here and sort of cross its bows. I just like hang out and not make any more aggressive movement. We knew a Selesnian named Mookie, who gave life to many of our kind.
As soon as I hear Mookie, my ears, which I like never perk up, they kind of like spread up a little and flap up, and I'll walk over to him. How do you know Mookie?
What's that?
He used to.
They know her dad, or the boss,
Make-
the guy who murdered
He
them.
used to wander through the many woods of Ravnica and just sort of go on walks. When he visited the Samok stand, he became a pine tree like us.
Wasn't Mookie a they?
They, sure.
Did you hear what happened to Mookie?
No.
If he created you, can you not feel his presence?
No, we're just trees.
Oh, their presence. Sorry.
We cannot feel outside of ourselves. That's a power that only extremely powerful beings can feel. Mookie could sense others around, but we cannot.
What are you?
We are but trees that Mookie awoke and befriended. We are simply guardians of the forest here.
Okay, so at this point I'll turn around because I realize I've kind of abandoned everyone. I left them in the dark.
Oh, Velma's been telling them all what
Oh,
the meeting said
okay.
the whole time.
So that guy Mookie that got killed, they made the trees and they know Katutra roots. This is fascinating.
Are trees like always talking and we just never tried to listen before?
I mean, probably there's probably like a lesson to learn there, but yeah, not at this moment.
Why? What have you done to trees?
I mean, my house is made of wood.
While this is happening, you can start harvesting the
I'll do that, yeah.
wood here. if any-
Velma
It
is
is-
too entrenched in this story.
It is
She
already
like,
charred.
Oh, that girl knows some stuff.
So that should qualify, or you can char it later. And because it has regeneration, it would have regained 10 hit points at 0 unless it takes fire damage.
Woo!
So there you go.
Nailed it.
Did it.
You burnt.
Get burnt.
Mookie is gone.
Gone? But how could that be? They've been around since before all of this. They used to say that they were here when this was all trees.
They were murdered. Their head was burned inside out. The conflagration.
Oh, fire! No! Fire bad!
Only you can prevent forest fire.
You can prevent brain hemorrhage fire.
Extremely sad.
I don't think we can.
I feel as though that would make me very sad if I weren't a tree and didn't feel. But
Wow.
I am sorry that you lost your friend.
Is there like a point, or can we go?
We're still at war.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I can find you sometime. I don't know.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna go.
here.
Yeah. And so you're able to leave this encounter.
We don't care, is what they were like.
Oh,
So
Well.
so the first thing I'll say is you can add your charred bark of the woodwode to your inventory.
Check.
The second thing I would say is that only super powerful beings can sense other beings around them in nature. And you did that.
Great. Can talk to trees that no one sees.
We saw the trees. I can understand them. I just didn't have anything to say.
Trees are saying shit to you all the time, and you're like, you just have to ignore them.
Leave me alone. I'm just trying to take a walk. God.
God, these trees are so
Hey,
annoying.
nice hooves!
Dáithí,
Wow.
The last thing-
Can't even leave my hovel without getting comments on my hooves.
Dáithí, the last thing I would mention for you is that you heard the tree say that Mookie used to say that they remembered when this was all trees.
Mm-hmm.
You also recall that Maia said that Maia had a friend that used to say this was all trees.
So I'm like 3 degrees of separation from Mookie.
So you believe that Mookie and Maia were friends in some way.
Okay.
Tutoru, do you happen to remember the names of the Morrow?
On my other piece of paper that I don't have with me. As a Luxodon, I have amazing memory.
It's true. An elephant never forgets.
Yes.
Or forgives.
So, an elephant never forgives. So, at this point, you would remember
Yes.
that Mookie told you that Mookie was one of 4 beings called the Morrow.
Right.
Mookie was the Celestian Morrow that guarded the tended places. Marika was the Morrow that guarded the deep places. Miley was the Morrow that guarded the waterways and the plants of those places.
And the booty.
Miley Cyrus.
And then there's the Morrow that guarded the untamed and unbound wilds. And that was Maia Morrow.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Oh, I get it now.
We were just like, it was Carl.
We didn't need to do all this.
Carl the stone
Carl
person.
Morrow.
Wait, so you could have just said that? We didn't have to do this?
Yeah, no.
Sounds like you have some stuff to talk about
What?
with Maia when you get back.
Yeah.
Wait, so we don't need to get
Do you
the
tell us
poop
this?
then?
I mean, at
Or
this
do you
point,
save
we
your
might as
shame?
well just finish what we started.
Do I know the poops a bit?
You know
What?
You know what?
Do I know the poops a bit? Like
Bit?
like a joke?
You don't think that it's a joke.
That would be so funny, though.
We didn't think you were going to
We're gonna make him get the poop.
Also find some poop.
Yeah. LOL. No,
You city folk are so weird about grabbing poop.
Normally, when you shove like poop into like an open sore in your body, you get an infection.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wondering that earlier too.
Right.
Like, why is the poop
Or it makes a plant.
Why is the poop in me?
From what I understand from the magic story that I read, the Gruul give tattoos that have these 3 ingredients.
All right. Well, on to.
Do they get infected?
Probably.
Do they get E. coli in their skin?
Yeah, probably.
You got these tattoos, so tell us.
Yeah, I have.
So
E. coli
you
all
are
the
able
time.
to collect the
The
bark
cool kids have E. coli.
from the woads, and then the final leg of your journey will be to go find
Scatman
the
crows.
scat.
Right. Well, I don't think that the Maca are very protective of their shit, so
Sure.
you know, shouldn't be too much of a
So
problem.
I would say make a survival check
Okay.
to be able to just sort of track them down and
20,
follow
20,
them.
20.
That's kind of like an at 20. Survival.
Yeah.
A 10.
Okay.
No, is that the worst? roll I've
Well,
ever
it's
rolled?
not in the same ox stand. It takes a while. It's not a fail because that would be stupid because you can certainly chase down Maca poop. They aren't an uncommon animal here in the wilds.
just really high up, so
Right.
it's hard to see the ground sometimes.
Eventually, you do find where Maca have passed through and have left some of their leavings behind, kicked dirt over top of it, but you're able to collect that. How would you like to collect this particular
Right,
ingredient?
well, not my problem. More yours problems.
Oh, all you
I got the
people are-
egg. I went and I climbed that rock and I got the egg, so maybe Lucian can do the poop this time.
But yeah, you look like a poop guy. You look like you handle poop, you know how to.
I know you're joking because I was wearing a very well-tailored outfit and now it's ruined.
Right, with pockets.
But you don't... If you think I'm going to pick up that poop, then we are leaving here empty-handed.
All right, you fancy people who won't pick up a little bit of poop.
I climbed a rock and grabbed a hydra egg.
Yeah, whatever. I'll pick up the poop.
All right.
Just
just with your hands?
I'll just take my.
Aren't you both cops? Don't you investigate crime scenes when there's gross stuff all the time?
I'll take my axe.
Well, don't you have gloves or something when you... Evidence, yes.
I'll pick it up on the axe, and then
You're using your
Don't
axe
you
as
get
a
all
poo
high and
shovel?
mighty about
It's been
evidence
in worse
now when you weren't willing to touch it earlier?
This isn't evidence. It's for tattoo ink.
Well, all of you now have your 3 ingredients.
Oh my god.
And
It keeps falling off. You keep having to.
yeah, dexterity check. No. And for the sake of televised Dungeons and Dragons, you all make it back to the Rage Pits. It is getting towards dark. You see a few more torches than you had before. The bonfire is still well lit inside of the Skarg. And you see the area that you were at before. There do appear to be you've avoided several parties of maybe half dozen to a dozen Gruul around the way. They mostly are avoiding you. They see...
Because you're carrying poop.
Well, yeah, there is a Gruul-ish looking Minotaur and a Gruul-looking Centaur at the head of the party, and so you make your way back to where Maia is. And Maia is there. And is waiting there and speaking with someone, and says, "What was the voice I was using for Maia earlier?"
It was sort of
It
like
was
a
kind of Irish.
little bit of a
It was
kind
like
of.
Russian.
It was a bit of a Russian kind of whisper, like this, a little bit. I think.
That was a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, it is
It
now.
kept, it kept changing.
It kept changing in the middle of the. Okay, so.
I was very aware of it
This is
too.
good.
Actually
I
knew
think
it was
that's good.
changing.
So,
And so Maia will turn from this person that they're speaking with, and
it my
say,
dad?
"You've done no,
you've done very well. Please put them down in front. Here.
It's a long egg part.
This was very.
breast and pepperonis, Egbert.
You've done Dáithí. Thank you so much. Where would you like your tattoo?
Right, yeah, I'm running out of space, so maybe, like, I'll find something.
And have you decided the power you wish to imbue?
All right, as usual, I just want to be much stronger,
Sure.
beefier,
So you see
musclier.
Maia take up a portion of the ingredients. Their left hand transforms into a mortar, a wooden mortar, and the right hand becomes a pestle and takes a little bit of the bark and starts grinding it up. And then as that happens, two other appendages sort of emerge and come out of Maia's lower trunk and takes up the egg and cracks it and is carefully twists the egg so that only the yolk falls in the mix, and then turns it into an uneven paste, and then scoops up a bit of the scat and starts stirring the mixture together until it's in its desired color. Maia lowers the mortar to the ground and sort of begins a low hum that reverberates through all of you. And you see red flames begin to rise up from the earth and flicker around the bowl. As this is happening, you, as it's set in front of you, you are entering a bit of a haze, as this is specifically for you, and you sort of narrow your vision, get on horse blinders, as it were, and you focus in, and the rest of you don't see exactly what's happening, but you, for the sake of brevity, essentially are going on a vision quest here to show you something relevant of your character. Perhaps something of your past, perhaps something of your future, but you see it happen.
Okay.
And when you, and the rest of you see Maia dip another one of the appendages that has become a long needle in the ink, and dips and tap, tap, tap with the pestle side and begins to do a bit of tattoo work on the back. And when you awaken, essentially, you have +1 to your strength forever.
Damn.
I would like to be wiser.
Now, the rest of you.
Like, Maia's getting older and older.
We have a lot of interesting things to discuss, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
And we will discuss them next week
I was about to say.
on the Broken Pact.
We got a minute. I mean,
Thank you, everyone, for sticking around. Thank you for putting up with my fetch quest. I hope that wasn't too weird of a session. Yeah, thanks everybody for sticking around, and I had a good time, so I hope you all did as well.
Fetch quest items. Egg. Dad.
Yeah,
that was your side
Poop.
quest.
right.
Egg, dad, poop.
But you failed that fetch quest.
Yes.
You were really good at distracting your dad, so I can steal that egg.
So please tell the people where they can find you.
Hi, my name is Jordan Pridgeon. I'll take off this for a moment. I don't really have
Those aren't
many
real horns?
What? Crazy. No. You can find me on Twitter at Jordan Pigeon. You can also see me on other Twitch channels. Tomorrow night, I'm on twitch.tv/officialpaizo at 8 p.m. for Starfinder Deepwater Deep, which is a fun game. And then Friday, you can find me on twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show on Wildcards, our Savage Worlds East Texas University game, which is fun. And that's it.
Hey, that's a lot of things.
Thanks.
Good for you. I am. He said that was it. Like he was. That was it. I am Riley Silverman. You can find me on Twitter at Riley J Silverman. You can find me on Instagram at Riley Silverman. And this week is exciting because, as I mentioned before, I am a member of the Rat Queens RPG that is on Hyper RPG.
Nice.
That is on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and I will be finally there this week. So you'll see me joining the cast as Braga the Orc, a very very different character than I play on this show. So it'll be a very fun change of pace for me. She knows no spells. She knows no. She's the Astaroth of that game. So it'll be
That's
very
awesome.
fun.
Though.
Yeah.
I want to see you play that.
I'm really excited about it.
That's
so
cool.
I know Knock.
Yeah, so that'll be that'll
You know,
be-
fighters knock.
Yeah.
You know, fighters lockpick. Yeah.
So that'll be this Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Hyper RPG on Twitch.
Hey everybody, I'm Grav Galati. You can follow me on all the socials at DoubleGXG. That's the word double, then GXG. I'm also on Wildcards on Friday night, 8 p.m. at Saving Throw Show, so check that out.
Hey, everyone, I'm Ashlyn Rose, and you can find me on Twitter at Ashlyn Rose, on Instagram as RAR, it's Ashlyn, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ashlyn_Rose, where I stream many things like magic and story times.
Story times, yeah. You read the Ravnica books, right? Yeah.
It's been a while, but yeah.
It's been a while. I'm Havana Mahoney, and you can find me over on Twitch 5 days a week at twitch.tv/Vana, VANA, where I play a wide variety of games of all sorts and kinds. You can follow me on Twitter at Havanarama, or HAVANARAMA, and learn when I'm going to be live on Twitch and when I'm doing cool stuff like this. And you can find me every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. PST on Saving Throw Show, twitch.tv/Saving Throw Show, for our 5th edition D&D game, and it's our finale this Wednesday, 2 days
This is
ago.
the finale.
This is
It's the finale
this is
of
the
Ironkeep Chronicles.
Oh, no. Wow, congratulations.
So season
Great.
finale. I don't imagine Ironkeep will probably never end. But
Right.
we'll be 80 on the porch playing Ironkeep. But yes, the season finale is this Wednesday, so I hope you can join us for that. It's a really fun game, GM by Tom Lommel. We got a good cast over there.
Absolutely.
And also tomorrow, if you're for some reason awake at 9 a.m., I am competing in a new session of the Twitch Rivals, which is Stardew Valley somehow
Oh, that's awesome.
tomorrow.
Whoa.
So
Competitive Stardew
Yeah.
Valley.
Yes.
it's
does that even work?
esports, but
That's so
Stardew
cool.
Valley, and I'm with an awesome squad of 4, and that's going live at 9 a.m. and it's 6 hours of just nonstop, hardcore Stardew speedrun shenanigans. So tune in for that on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Vana, and that's it.
Excellent.
Sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
I've been a fan of yours for a long time, and so
Oh,
I'm glad
thanks.
you came and joined.
Yeah.
This is one of the most exciting parts for me is when moving to LA to do this show, which for some reason I get to do this show, which I feel very lucky to get to do. And this week last week we had Poisel, this week we have you. Next week, by the way, special guest Jimmy Wong will be joining us. A good friend of Ashlyn and mine from Magic, you know, from the Command Zone and from Feast or Fiction, and of course as Ted from Video Game High School, among other roles. Yes.
No, let me just plug something after you. It's related
okay.
to
Perfect.
Ravnica.
And yeah, and I just am pleased as punch that that we get to have all you fine folks on the show. So thank you for joining. I am the internet's Ruben Bressler. You can follow me everywhere at MOXREUBY. This week on Wednesday at 7 p.m., I will be a guest on the season finale of Inkwell Society, where I will be joining Rudy Rutenberg and the rest of the cast on that show. As a result, this week's Magic Mike's podcast, where I do the week that was in Magic the Gathering news, will be Thursday at 8, and we have a lot to talk about there because the big Modern announcement is on Thursday as well.
Oh, that's right.
I would like to thank benevolent overlord Dom Zook for being the producer extraordinaire here at Saving Throw Show. I'd also like to thank our theme music done by Zach Haiti and our themed opening done by one Mr. Gaurav Galati.
Who needs to send it to them?
That's right, you need to
I
send that.
set an alarm. It's going to be fine.
I also want to thank Emmett Fury, John Wells, and Phil DeLuca, who helped me write this show and without whom I would be totally lost. Thank you to Saving Throw Show, Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, Ultra Pro, and Carbajigs for all the help that they give to us. And use the hashtag TheBrokenPactRPG to pay attention to all of our social media things. You can go to savingthrowshow.com. You can join our Discord to see other excellent shows on this network, such as Ironkeep Chronicles. Tom is a much better DM than I am. And Tempting Fate and Wild Cards and all that kind of excellent stuff. So thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Join us next week.
Wait, final Vanna.
And Vanna plug.
Oh, sorry. Just one more thing. The 4th to the 8th on my channel, twitch.tv/Vanna, I'm getting sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.
Oh, nice.
Specifically for Magic the Gathering Arena content. So I will be giving away like 100 packs for Arena. So if you're here for
It's good value.
Magic,
It's good value.
if you're here for Magic and you
all
want free Magic cards, I'm doing so many giveaways the 4th to the 8th. And yeah, you can, so come hang out for that. Sorry, that was it.
Yeah, I'm not streaming right now, but I am like top top 500 in Mythic right now, which is
Bragging about it.
pretty. Yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
very bad. Don't come. For
You get free stuff at Havana's
Yes.
at twitch.tv/Vanna. Thank you everybody for.
Really quick,
Ash
sorry.
has promo
I'm
too.
sorry. Magic Fest LA.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
this
there
weekend.
Saturday. So
Where's that?
Right, Magic Fest
the
LA
like-
is at the Staples Center. So if you're
Staples
in,
Center.
it's at Staples by the convention center there. So if you're at Magic Fest LA, there's a Commander Night near there on Friday night. Then there's the main event. There's Pauper events. I'll be down there all weekend. Ashlyn, you'll be there all weekend.
Saturday and maybe Friday and Sunday, but Saturday for sure.
And whoever's here is free to come. I'm sure you're going to come to the Magic tournament.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Well-
I want to plug calling your dad since we're plugging things more.
Yeah.
Call your dad.
Call your moms too.
Or your
okay?
mom. But
Moms
this was a relevant dad story.
I'm just
Sorry.
saying,
This is a Mamma Mia
don't
episode.
Yes,
Mom.
yes.
And hug a
I'm
tree.
not against mom. I'm not
I'm not
knocking
saying you're
moms.
against moms.
Seems like you were saying that.
I wasn't at all.
I mean, I got no plans if you guys want to stick around. But
I think Dom has things.
I
to
think
say.
I think everyone wants to go to bed. Thank you again, Vanna. I really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Yeah, you were
Thank
fantastic. Dáithí is now a permanent member of Canon. You're always welcome back here on the
Yay.
show, particularly
So strong.
when especially when
now.
we go back to the Red Wastes. But you know, if Dáithí ever wants to contact the group or vice versa, y'all can let me know.
I'll leave you a voicemail.
Right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good evening.
Bye. Which camera? That one.